with Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanted to be said. 90 minutes for Phil to fill with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as chat's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's sound mature for all to enjoy, like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran through to feel so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. His supports us also slow and stays so low and fails to grow. You never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. We're sick of across the board, we charge the ward because the score can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us all feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch it creep, we play bingo while Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across our screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals our soul machineers. Not burping, leaning, ban, it matters not if Andrew fanners chatters can't see if others make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and slaps his leg before launching into a bike, pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of clawless cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that tits are well and they were right. With drama he will react, but as an actor it's a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Pre-stream's nearly over and a win is in sight, with little white despite Phil's delight that tits were not light. We'll say alright, it is okay, and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tits will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end.
What is up, everyone? Hello and welcome. Only mic was on. It's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello. Turn it up. Turn up my Xbox. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. What's up, Jamie? Yo. Good to see you here today. Are you ready for this? Yo. You know what time it is. Yes, Jay. Big time. Go.
Right, that's better. Sorry, I wasn't muted, really. I wasn't muted. It's just I forgot to check where a microphone was actually, properly set up. And I was, literally I checked 10 seconds before I should go live. I was like, oh wait, OBS can't hear me. So I had to fucking tell OBS to fucking pay attention to the fucking microphone. So yeah, that was my bad. False fucking start. But yeah, guys, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to DSP Bingo for yesterday, Thursday, the 10th of April 2025. I do hope you're grand. I hope you're enjoying your week so far. Oh, Morel was a happy chappy. He got to stuff his face full of fucking food again because his audience suddenly loved him again. It's funny, on Tuesday his audience didn't like him whatsoever and they were all racist maniacs. Yesterday they loved him to bits, they threw him money, and they got to watch him devour all the fucking pizza. Glorious fucking stuff indeed. Jesus Christ, man, but yeah. It's kind of funny as well. We have a lol cow destroyer in the chat, and I say that because, like, Kinda Sav's in the stream chat right now. I don't know how Kinda Sav does it, but she seems to fucking make a whole bunch of grown ass men very upset on the internet. Like Ethan Ralph fucking was like super toxic towards them, and like and then. Was it RTU's not a happy chappy either? It's like, it's funny, it's like there seems to be quite a long list of notorious lol cows type individuals that Kinda Sav just seems to rub the wrong way. It's bizarre. But there we go, yeah, Kinda Sav doing damage mentally to all these bizarre individuals without even without much effort required whatsoever fucking ever. But yeah, I do hope you're all doing well indeed. There's a wee Sunny gifted 10 members at the start. However, for some reason it's not shown in my activity feed, but just take my word for it. If you scroll up in the chat, you'll see right now Sunny gifted 10 members, which is another 2 free spaces for the bingo board. So congratulations to the following people for getting the membership. Congratulations to Lima Whiskey, Wilson Barbosa, Midnight Memes, Trez, Mike G, Hate Army, Baka No Sensei, Miss Kitty, Mercedes Lutz, and VJK. So congratulations for you 10 for receiving the membership, and make sure you thank Sunny for gifting you a membership in the channel as well. So but even before we started today, we already had 2 free spaces. So before even beginning, we had 2 free spaces, and now got 2 more free spaces because of Sunny gifting 10 memberships. So thank you very much indeed for Sunny for that. Very kind of you indeed. Sunny and Phil's, as you can see, Phil's in the stream. He's awake, he's alive and well. I do apologise for that, not a lot we can do about it. While we wait for Phil to actually probably get set up, how about we check out some of the free things I've got saved up on Twitter here. I'm not sure who these two are, but there's a little clip here from Miss... Mrs. Play stuff. I don't know who this is. So they're from Norway apparently. You know, when both you and your partner knows the DSP lore.
You know, this makes you want to say. Wants you to do the DSP quote. When the woman's walking across the street.
Yes.
I've shown you many times.
Say it.
No, I'm not saying.
Say it.
No, because you'll get flagged
Damn, it's usually fucking aggressive. Say the damn thing.
for it.
Why?
I'll tell you after. For those of you that are detractors, you know exactly what scene I'm talking about when people are walking across the street.
He walks his daughter to school. This is actually a nice story, and the soundtrack's outstanding. La la la, la la la. Look out! There's a black woman coming! Ah!
Make your way over to the elevator.
I'll show you after. What do you mean DSP couple?
It's okay. You don't have to be in the wrong babe. It's okay, baby.
And then I need to do go like this.
I understood that reference as I made the first reference.
You know, so many people will understand what you do.
So if you were asking who is this, it's a good question. This came from the Twitter account, Mrs. Play Stuff.
You know, this
Just
makes
shut up. So who are they? They're a content creator and developer from Norway. And they play games, whatever. You know, this is a partner, and apparently they're very aware of DSP. You know, so yeah, they played Split Fiction with a partner. There's a full video there. You know, oh, they're a Tekken player. I had no idea. So there you go, they're a fucking Tekken player. There is a video. Hold on, let's click on the video. Let's do them a free solid here. Well, click on the fucking video.
I have what?
It's a fucking hour and 21 minutes. I'm not going to fucking watch that right before bingo. No, I haven't got time. If you want to see their full video of them two playing together with the occasional DSP reference shown in between or whatever, you know, the video is linked in the chat right there. So good stuff indeed. That's a full video. So there we go. Sorry, because asking free squares so far. We actually have 4. We started off today with 2 because of last night. The gifted memberships carried over from yesterday. That we had, like, you know, we had more gifted memberships than we knew what to do with, so they carried over to today. And before the bingo began today, Sunny gifted 10 more members, which is another 2 free spaces. So we have 4 free spaces before we even start. Although my Stream Elements is not really doing it, so I don't know why it's not. My Stream Elements has been a bit funny today. So I might not get notifications. It's weird, I don't know, like usually when I start a stream Elements is like aware and awake and all that shit, but for whatever fucking reason it's not doing anything today. Maybe it'll fucking kick into life at some point or whatever, but yeah. But as a situation anyway, I got 4 free spaces before we even start. So Infidel Castro made this clip here. It's just a 44-second clip asking, are you fucking stupid or just hoping they don't pick up on the scam? Let's get the full context of this. What's happening here? Also, I fucking love the super chat that somebody gave me as well. Phil trying to lose weight. What did you do? Advice.
And then YouTube gives you a button to click that says click here to celebrate the re-up, which means basically it counts twice if I were to do that. So every time I see one of these pop-ups happen for a membership, I check to see if YouTube has counted it towards the stream or not, and if they did, I'll shout it out and add it. And if they don't, because it's just the message, not the actual re-upping of the membership, then I don't. And in this case, that's why I checked. I did shout it out for Mega Man X, but it did not say that it was counted towards the stream, so I didn't count it. That's why.
That's a bit shitty, you know. Like, I don't care if somebody pops their membership message. I'm going to count that as 1. It's like I mean, it's like I'm happy to have members, and if somebody pops it, I'm going to say, okay, great, that's 1 more. You know, it's like, yeah, I don't know, but Phil doesn't count it all because he's a greedy piece of shit.
Otherwise, if I always shouted it out and counted it, I'd be double counting memberships all the time. That's why.
Most of them are fucking fake in Argentina anyway, so what's the big fucking deal? Hey, Ramon Sanchez, how you doing, pal? Hope you're doing well. Good stuff indeed. Also, this sort of, yeah, Poli-Sci Phil. I assume this was AI, you know, helping make this creation. But yeah, this is this sums up Phil's basically the last couple of days after he played South of Midnight. You didn't tip me, so you're racist. That's the long and snort of it. Otter here had a good observation here. In an Otter place. Notice a change in language between these two tweets. When he's looking for your money, it's we. When he's gloating he's got your money, it's turned about me and I. Here's when he needs money. This is when he needs money. Today's first stream is live. We've got a live unboxing. Blah blah blah. We must hit the goal in all caps. We must hit the goal. When Phil has hit the goal and he gets to stuff his face full of food and he celebrates afterwards. Earlier today, I hit my goal milestone. I hit it. Not we hit it. I hit it. So it's like, yeah, the language changes. When Phil has got the fucking money, it's no longer a team effort. It is no longer a collaborative fucking effort. It's only fucking we, when he fucking needs his fucking dumbass dent-heads to fucking give him the dollars he fucking demands to get fucking food in his gob. So yeah, it's just, and when it's all hunky-dory and he's got the fucking money, it's no longer a we effort, it's all about Phil, and it's only about him. Also, Broside Phil, the big beefy bastard himself, broke down Phil's meal, you know. The deep dish ham and pineapple is 2,730 calories. Phil displayed a quarter of it, which is about 682 calories. The pretzel crust pep, you know, I say him again, 2,190 calories, but Phil had a quarter of it, so it's like 547 calories. The crazy breadsticks, you know. Phil showed off 3 of them, so he had 300 calories, because 100 calories each. Total on screen. 1,545 calories, ordered total 5,720 calories. And if history tells us anything, I'm guessing most of those calories are going to a particularly robust wife down the stairs crying into her fucking pretzels. And just pigs are. Chicks know I'm not fat, I'm buff. Yeah, fucking beefcake. Christ alive, man. Anyway. Fucking hell. I don't think Phil's live yet, is he? I mean, we're using raw Phil today, by the way. We're using raw Phil stream because why the hell not? Like, you know, Phil streams crap out of me because he tries to fucking run ads all the time. You know? And my ad blocker, YouTube doesn't like ad blockers, you know what I mean? So when that fucking happens, it's like, it just goes all weird. So yeah, I'm using raw Phil today. We're gonna have Phil's fucking chat on the screen as well. Phil was saying nothing is bothering me, really. I said what was going on during yesterday's show. Got off my chest, gaming isn't what it used to be. What, you mean how your audience are just racist maniacs and you want their money? Hold on a sec, hold on. I want to rewind Phil's stream because the kick chat stuff is looking interesting to me. It's like, is this their fucking narrative today? Hold on, this is a happy wedding anniversary at DSP Gaming Real. What will you be doing today to celebrate it? So, he banned it, I think. He banned that message. Resurgence gone like bunny. That's so fantastic. That's a banned name. Actually, we might be able to clarify if that got banned. Because all I need to do is refresh the fucking kick ban list. Yep, Resurgence Gone Like Bunny was banned by Phil Burnell for that message of asking Phil Burnell what his plan to celebrate his wedding anniversary, which was, and is, today. So yeah, Phil's wedding anniversary today is, and he's like, is this their fucking narrative today? And then you have some coping going on. So I wasn't aware you had to celebrate stuff on a day, like how we had an awesome Valentine's celebration later in the month. How about you fuck off, lol? Jesus, man. The salt! The sodium overload! Oh, Christ alive, man. It's too funny. And then this kick chat stuff fucking dead. And yeah, touches his hair a lot, asks, and what's the point of having the day? I agree. If you can, also try and celebrate on your anniversary itself, because it's like a special day. I know my anniversary. I celebrate things on my anniversary when I can. So yeah, it's. Oh hell. Touches his hair a lot's gonna get banned. I can call it now. I think all day should be abolished. Birthdays, Christmas, Valentine's, all of them. Jesus, man. Ah, Christ, man. Goodness stuff. And Prophet says he's late. Check my DMs. Oh, balls. If this is fucking feet pics again. Oh, it's actually just, it's the stuff I've just covered there. It's the stuff we've covered already. Cool stuff, you know, no worries. I'm a great minds think alike, Prophet. Great minds think alike. You know, we call it the same stuff, you know what I mean? So there we go, good stuff, Just covered it there in the chat, and I've seen as well on YouTube or whatever. Nothing's bothered me today, really. Phil got it off his chest how he wanted people's fucking money, and he's fed up with people claiming games are woke to stop receiving money from it. I know it's a bizarre fucking narrative from Phil to follow. Anyway, Snort Banel's been a new compilation. I thought we'd give Snort Banel's compilation a try today. And the title was, of course, is DSP, You Are Not Smart, Ranting and Scolding the PR Cult, Failing in Atomfall, and $190+ for Scopely. So, yeah, let's enjoy this together, shall we?
Phil has the pignosis. He mind and brainwashes his viewers into contributing. Make a contribution tonight. Here we go. You ready? Woo! Woo! Okay, I'm indoctrinated. Sounds good. And it's the power of cultish groupthink mentality. I'm a cult leader. I think the pignosis works.
The live unboxing and or testing of a brand new headset here on the podcast. I'm going to explain why I got a new headset, because it was needed. And we're going to see, you know, the features and stuff, comparing it to my old headset. From what I've seen, this headset has what I want. So there you go. That's your online. There's your power switch. Here's your online volume or on headphone volume adapter. I believe that's there's a microphone. Okay, but I'm not going to use the mic. There's the port for the mic. I'm just never going to plug it in, but I guess assuming this is the mute and unmute mic. USB-C connector right there to charge them.
Oh yeah, they're not even close to being long enough, so my head looks like a big toe.
Pretty comfy, I would say. And I would say, actually, the noise cancellation is pretty good in these ear cups. It does feel like the noise cancellation is pretty strong. I don't hear, like right now the landscapers are outside, and I put them on, and I can't really hear them that much. I hear them just a little bit.
So people are saying, what was the price? I think it was like $220 on Amazon. Quite frankly, if you really want to know...
I cannot believe he actually paid that number for them. Like, you know, of all the numbers in the world.
And that's somebody right there who's already got a compromised moral compass.
You can't, I mean, like, he should... Oh, Jesus Christ, Phil. You're such a dumbass.
$120 on Amazon. Quite frankly, if you really want to know the truth, I think the people who have midlife crises, people who have a very, very traditional formulaic life, okay? People who have a job that they absolutely hate, but they're stuck in it because they need to bring in the money to support their family. You know, the wife and the kids who, yeah, you love them, but at the same time, you may start to look back and say, man, I'm trapped in this life. And if I actually wanted to do something different with my life, I can't anymore because of the life decisions that I made. I'm now stuck in this pattern. And you know what I mean? That's kind of what causes a midlife crisis. And that's when you hear, oh, the guy runs out and he frivolously spends crazy amounts of money to buy a fucking, you know, sports car for himself in the middle of his life for no freaking reason. You know what I mean? And by the way, I have nothing else to shout out. No one else has contributed. Again, guys, the goal here today is to hit the goal for the first time in 2 days. To get it by the end of this stream.
Never mind the fact they got $2,000 fucking dollars from his dumbass dents and fucking his birthday stream, which is on Sunday, you know. Never mind that. That's not a factor anymore. That money's long gone, you know what I mean? It's a fresh day and Phil needs that money. He really does.
And then we could do DSP tries at Little Caesars, 3 different kinds of things. Crazy bread, pretzel pizza, and deep dish Detroit style, okay?
We go from 300 to 400 viewers, all right, to down to only less than 200 viewers, and that's combined between YouTube and Kit. And when I'm asking people, well, what's the problem? Oh, this game is woke. Why are you playing it? This game is so woke. Sweet Baby Inc. Sweet Baby Inc. Look, it's a black female protagonist. How woke? And I'm seeing these incredibly unintelligent people in my chat say this dumb shit. And I'm just thinking, what has happened to human intelligence? Really? Why is it that you are so... If you're one of these people who joins these hate mobs, all right, what is it that you just want to be told what to think and do rather than have an independent thought in your head? Is life really that difficult? That you just need to be led around like a sheep? Like there's the fucking... The herder is leading you. Follow me. The Pied Piper plays the pipe, and you just got to believe everything you're told. What is wrong with you?
So yeah, it is. It's a cult. It's 100% this is a cult, right? DSP cult leader
Because I'm not even kidding. Right now, people in chat are saying shit like, well, what about this game developer of the game who went on X and said white male gamers were a mistake? Was that in the game? Was I playing the game and all of a sudden on a big billboard in the game, it pops up and it said, white male gamers are a mistake? Did that happen when I was playing South of Midnight yesterday? Well, if it didn't happen, then what the fuck are you talking about? If it's not in the game, it's not part of the game.
This is the same guy that fucking won't play a fighting game because the Cannon Bros fucking made it. And he's fucking pissed off with them. So they made their own fucking fighting game, but because Phil still got some beef from them from back in the fucking day and rollback netcode, he doesn't want to fucking entertain the possibility of playing their fucking game.
You need to stop being influenced by people online and stop getting rabble-roused by people who tell you how to think and act.
That's exactly what Phil does to his audience every single goddamn fucking day. The ironic thing is here, he's trying to tell people on the internet exactly what to do, and his message is you've got to stop listening to what people on the internet tell you what to do. There's like a double standard there. Is he not even live yet? That's very odd. Or maybe Raw Phil just has to refresh his own stream at his end. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, fuck it. We'll keep watching. We'll keep watching.
I don't give two fucks what anyone who made the game.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Oh, nice. Stream is actually starting to work there. Yeah, so okay. I was actually going to test that one. Thank you very much to Kildison for the super chat who says Arnold Phil's a lush. What? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hell. Arnold. Yeah, Arnold, that guy. I don't know. Just to be safe, I just call him Big Beefy former governor of California. Oh, yeah, but yeah, thank you very much, Kildison, for the super chat. I don't know why Sunny's member bomb, maybe it didn't pop and show up on my activity feed because the stream wasn't actually live yet. That's the only thing I can think of. My stream wasn't live, so it wasn't in the activity feeds. So yeah, but anyway, all seems to be working okay. Thank you very much, Kildison, for that super chats. It all seems to be working as intended. So thank you very much. Good stuff indeed. I'm very surprised with Phil. Hold on, 2 things. So he's not. Hold on. Is Phil saying anything in his chat? I don't think he is. Anyway, we'll watch the rest of this compilation, and then I want to show you something that I discovered on his DSP React channel. I went and discovered something kind of interesting, but let's watch his compilation first from start to now.
Boom. Member bomb.
My biggest fans are idiots.
Sonny, we need it. Thank you, Sonny, for not only gifting 5 members, but giving us another free space. But you didn't need to. That wasn't a hint or anything. Like, Kyle proved it was okay. Kyle's super chat proved it was okay. There's no need to test it, But I mean, thank you very much. I appreciate it. But Kel Denson's test was successful. It showed you it was okay. So, but thank you very much, Sonny, for gifting 5 memberships. That's another free space. We have 5 free spaces on the bingo board today before we even gone live, before we even started. And congratulations to the following people for getting a membership. Congratulations to Naro, Goliath, G McFly, Relentless Fly, and Robot Gorilla Man. So there we go. Good stuff indeed. Make sure you thank Sonny. We just got a membership there. And yeah, thank you, Sonny, for gifting some members as well as testing to make sure things work. I appreciate the test, but yeah, it wasn't. It was, yeah, I feel bad for that, man. I actually can't feel bad. Our Phil's refreshing his end, so now Phil's like that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. I had a feeling that Phil would be live by now, but yeah, like, not live, He's still got a fucking pre-stream arc going, but yeah. I feel bad for that, Sonny. Jesus, man. Thank you though. But yeah, it's like Kyle Denson's super chat had confirmed it was all good, whatever. I think your one didn't pop because the stream wasn't actually live yet when we started bingo. So yeah. Anyway, watch the rest of this, and then I don't want to forget this. I want to go on DSP Relax after we're finished here because I want to show you guys something, because Phil said something interesting the other day, which kind of makes DSP tries it all the more ridiculous in current day. But I'll explain what I mean after this.
Game set on X, what I care about is if the game is good. That's it. That's the only concern I have right now as I'm playing a video game. Is this game good? If it's good, I judge it on its own merits. If it's bad, I also judge it on those merits. But I don't give a fuck about all the white noise all throughout the social media sphere of the internet that Sweet Baby Inc. was involved and this guy said this on X. I don't give a fuck. You want to know why? Because I have a brain between these 2 fucking fingers that I'm pointing right now that can think for itself and judge for itself.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
I don't need to be told what to think or do. I don't need to have an uproar about something before I do anything with it. I can judge something by its own merits because I have intelligence.
Everyone typing X in the stream chat, you can go fuck yourself. Because I know that when you say that, you're basically saying that you don't believe me. If you don't believe me, you shouldn't be on my streams. You should just leave. If you're gonna say that everything that I say is a lie, then maybe you're an asshole and you shouldn't fucking be here. How about that?
No, that's a fantastic older clip, you know. You must believe him or else you have to fuck off, you know? Like, how dare you fucking not nod your head and say that every single word that Phil says is the honest truth. Even though he's got a fucking track history of lying profusely to his audience when he fucking is forced to confess that he lied.
I recommend that you all focus on what's in here rather than what's out there.
You're gonna get a much better experience out of life when you stop letting all of those big people screaming on the internet on their soapboxes tell you how to think and act.
Okay? So, personally,
I mean, clips like this, you know, especially when you cast, you know, when you think of it this way, anyone ever see Monty Python, The Life of Brian? You know? Like, you ever see Life of Brian? Fantastic fucking movie, by the way, fantastic fucking movie, you know. But yeah, like, just as they all fucking start thinking that this random guy called Brian's the fucking Messiah. You know, he's not the Messiah, he's a very naughty boy. But yeah, so like he's trying to tell them just to fucking just get on with things and like just live your life or whatever, and like you know, like he's like, tell us more, tell us to think for ourselves. How should we think for ourselves? Oh great, Messiah and all that shit, you know what I mean? And he tells him to fuck off, you know, quite literally, and he's like, how should we fuck off? Just like strange things like that, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's like someone's telling something to think for yourselves, but he's basically, it's like he's, I mean, the message ain't, it's weird to hear this message coming from Phil because he's a fucking complete hypocrite, you know what I mean? Yeah, because obviously the fucking, you know, he demands his audience fucking obey his fucking every fucking word and believe everything he fucking says, you know? Robert hasn't seen Monty Python, only Mills take Miami free. Well, you and Derek have something in common apart from being Canadian, don't you? There you go. Fuck me, man. Ah, Christ alive, man. But yeah, it's just kind of, seeing Phil try and say this shit, it just kind of remind me of, like, Monty Python, Life of Brian. Random and all.
I didn't dislike South of Midnight. There were things about it that I criticized that I thought could have been better, but overall, it felt like a throwback action platformer. It had unique art design, I liked the music, and the plot was getting interesting. But as I'm playing the game, my chats on both YouTube and Kick are telling me this game is bad, this game is woke, this game is DEI slop, why are you playing it? Stop. And
Why would I lie?
I imagine it's like breathing for you.
And they would yell at me and then they would leave. I'm not kidding you. As I started playing the game, again, we lost 200 viewers, and I received 1 super chat and 1 tip during playing.
There we go. There's a real fucking reason right there. Never mind the fucking bullshit of saying, oh, the audience were bored. The audience said it was woke. The audience were saying this and that. No, the real fundamental reason that Phil fucking dropped this game like a bad fucking habit was because he didn't get the fucking money he wanted for a brand new fucking game being played in this fucking shitey channel. He fucking demanded fucking money for eating pizza and the money was not forthcoming, and it's not going to be Phil's fault. It's never Phil to blame. No. It's the fucking game to blame, and people who don't like the game because they think the game's woke and don't want to give Phil money because Phil's playing a woke game. It's Phil's fault he's playing a woke game. How dare we throw money towards Phil Burnell when he's playing a woke game? He's not going to get to eat pizza today. As long as this person's playing a woke game, then this person's fucking appetite will not be fulfilled and satisfied with succulent Caesar slices pizza. So, I mean, fuck off. Just like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Phil, with this fucking coping session?
Everyone else had contributed during the podcast, and everyone else said, I'm not supporting this game. It wasn't, I'm not supporting Phil. People support Phil. Because guess what? Phil just had a birthday that was one of the highest grossing events I've ever done.
Who fucking
The week before,
cares?
I had an amazing stream. I've been hitting my goals left, right, up, and down. It's not that people don't like me. It's that people had actual prejudice installed against this game. And when I was trying to tell you during the stream to ignore the white noise and let's judge the game on its own merits, you want to know what in general my audience told me? No, we're not willing to do that. We'd much rather just be a mob, an angry group of people on the internet screaming at the game because we were told to.
That is one of the worst mentalities you can have in life. And you're going to find yourself getting not only into trouble, you're going to find yourself completely being shut off to lines of inquiry, lines of enjoyment, and just in general, intelligent lines of thought if you just let people lead you the fuck around forever. Do you understand that? And people just kept falling for it over and over, a cult situation. DSP cult leader.
Beaver bothered to the $1.50 says, because we didn't like the game, we have to get scolded. Well, if you didn't like the game, all right, and you just said, okay, I don't like it, I will not tune into that stream and I'll come back when Phil plays a game I like, then that's not what that whole section was just about. But if you were someone who came by the stream yesterday and literally screamed in my chat for 2.5 hours, this game is woke and it sucks, and literally said, we're not going to support this stream because we don't like this game, not because we don't like Phil, but it's because we don't like this game because it's woke, that's who I was just screaming at, and yes, you deserve it. In fact, you should get much worse.
Help me! I'm bleeding! You will be more use!
I can't draw the bow. It won't work.
Bloody right.
I'm about to die. Look, what do you want me to do? I'm dead. What's going on? Yeah, this is awful.
Whoa!
What happened? You saw what happened? I can't move. I'm about to die. Yeah, the game is awful. The game is fucking awful. I'm dead.
Nope.
DSP going live tipped £1.
Thank you very much for letting me know DSP is going live. Also, thank you for sparing the E's this time. I was kind of half expecting another like E-bomb. Not that kind of E-bomb, but you get what I'm saying. So there you go. Phil's going live. I'll put him on pause right there. Fantastic stuff. And make sure the quality is, we'll just make sure it's forced on 1080p. There we go. 1080p and 1.5 speed. Now, let's watch the rest of this compilation of Phil being awful at fucking playing Titanfall. And then I want to share with you guys something I found on, you know, when it comes to DSP Tries It. Because the thing I found on DSP Tries It, you'll see what I mean, but it really is an eye-opening experience as to how greedy he fucking is. I'll leave it at that.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Well, thank you very much, Nato Rona, for the super chat as well. It says, I swear Phil needs psychiatric help. Those schizo voices that roam inside his oddly shaped head are taking over too much. No one said any of those things in this chat. I agree. I absolutely fucking agree. It's just fucking Phil's narrative to try and cope with things. Like, maybe one person might have said it at one point ever or whatever, and Phil's like, everyone's saying it, you know? Remember, RTU called him in this. When RTU was on with Phil as a guest or whatever, and Phil's trying to say the whole chat are bored of you, bored of you about you, Rich. And Rich is like, I'm looking at a chat right now, no one's fucking saying that. And he's like, press 1 if you want to stay, press 2 if you want to leave. And the chats were spamming what he won. They wanted Rich to fucking stay. More people, so like, Phil was like trying to, because when he makes sure, Phil hates it when his chat is on the screen. Because obviously it fucking debunks his own narrative. This is why Raw Phil is such a fucking valuable fucking tool for detractors, because when Phil's going to say something, we have his own fucking chat right then and there to debunk his bullshit fucking narrative. It's just unbelievable, yeah. Oh, and Meth Bear says he sent me a short clip about birthdays too, if you want. Oh god. Oh fuck. Oh shit, what's this? Oh hello, it's a clip from Phil. Go until about 29 minutes for a birth class. Okay, hold on. Okay, so hold on. Great. We'll distract ourselves with this. Hold on 2 seconds. Let's see what Meth Bear's found on us.
I want you to understand, I'm not asking for anyone to go above and beyond their means. I'm not asking for anything that makes you uncomfortable. I'm just saying, if you like the content and you've been thinking about contributing and you haven't yet, please do. Or if you were somehow of the impression that because I had a good birthday marathon, that all of a sudden everything's like crazy over here and I'm rolling in dough like these idiots fucking say. Because let me tell you, I'm not kidding you. People coming in here and be like, oh, did you know that Phil raised this exact dollar amount when you combine the tips and all of the other interactions and things that he had on his stream on his birthday? They actually do this. They sit there in a number crunch like fucking losers, and they say, oh, here's what Phil made. It's completely wrong, because there's fees associated with PayPal transactions. When you transfer money, you lose money. None of that is correct. The things that there's, super chat, super stickers, I don't even see those for a month and a half. So they act like this thing, this amazing thing has happened that did not, you know, and they lie. And then what they do is they cause this mass misconception on the internet that I'm somehow rich and rolling in dough when I literally, every dollar I have goes to bills every fucking week. Okay? And I'm tired of it. I am. I'm just tired of it. Because I fully believe that this weekend would not have seen 3 straight slow days during new releases, will you? It's not that, it's like, oh, well, Phil's really not doing much.
You tell this rad what the black begging shirt is on and more not shit. Someone straight away, oh my god, Phil's upset with us. He had a few slow days and he's really angry, he's got a black shirt on. I better give him $50. Random fucking, who is this? Trill 1817. Who the fuck's that sock?
In regards to his content, I'm playing a new release. I bought Lego Star Wars, so that was $60 plus tax, you know. And I'm still playing Elden Ring. We brought back Skyrim, which everybody wanted. Everyone wanted Skyrim back, right? And that's back. I'm doing what people want every day. And you guys are thanking me and saying this is great content. But all of a sudden support dips. You want to know why? Because of the birthday stream. You know? And by the way, I enjoyed doing it. I had a blast doing the birthday stream. But I don't like how, because something positive happens to me, all of a sudden now, tons of people on the internet have to try to ruin it. And make lies about it and spin it in a way that's untrue. Oh yeah, Phil had a good birthday stream. He doesn't need support for weeks now. He's set. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're not even, again, these people don't understand adult life. To them, it's like, oh, someone had a good stream. Oh, they're set for months. Yeah, maybe if I was a streamer who had 4,000 plus viewers on a stream, and I was running a stream of Elden Ring, and I brought in, you know, $5,000 in profit on that one stream, then maybe I'd be set for a week. Didn't happen. It's my birthday stream, and, you know, it's called scale, and these people don't understand scale. What they want to do is they
don't talk about fucking scales. The last time can't try to stand up on a fucking thing screamed for it to get off.
They just want to talk shit constantly and make shit up, and it hurts me. And it sucks because I feel like I am more susceptible to this bullshit than other content creators. I'm not at a level where their slander doesn't hurt me. You know what I'm saying? And it's and again, I wish that I had immunity to it. I wish that I was at a level where we could just sit here every day and never talk about this and just do fun content. The truth is, I was at that level many years ago. And you remember back in the day, was I sitting here talking about this shit before all the financial shit happened, and it really started in 2015 with all the false copyright strikes that ruined DSP gaming and made it way less profitable. Before 2015, it was a rarity when I would be talking about this kind of stuff.
Oh, you're on a ridiculous fucking views-based contract from fucking Machinima. You know, you weren't even a fucking live streamer properly either. You're making on-demand content, a shitload of on-demand content. The Mythbear says he made like $900 on that birthday, and yeah, Phil's just fucking ranting and raving that support was slow right after a very successful birthday stream. Jesus Christ, man, it's unbelievable, it really is. But while I'm on the topic of Phil talking about back in the fucking day and the money he used to fucking make, I want to show you guys something I discovered, okay? If you go to DSP Reacts, okay? And let's go to his playlist, okay? Shut up, Phil. Let's go to his playlist, okay? Let's search for DSP Tries It. Right, before we do anything else here, anyone remember what Phil said the other day? He said that one of his videos on DSP Tries It, when he tried Little Caesar Pizza, last time he hit Little Caesar Pizza, the video got like 40,000 views. So Phil made around $80. 40,000 views. That is what he told us. The video just got over 40,000 views, which meant he got $80 for that one video on Little Caesars. Now, with that in mind, if you view the full entire playlist that Phil has, it actually tells you on the left hand side here how many views every single fucking video's had. Now some of these videos are going to be newer, of course. You know, some of these videos are going to be from within the last few years. But let's just fucking play devil's advocate for a second, okay? And let's just pretend that every single fucking video, because the majority of them, bear in mind, are from fucking years and years and years ago. The majority of DSP Tries It, you know what I mean? It's only, what, 7 years ago, 6 years ago, not sure, you know, I was up to like, what, episode 170? And then like 4 years ago, he brought it back eventually, you know, after a few years hiatus or whatever, he fucking brought it back. You know what I mean? And even then, it was another fucking small break for a few years before I fucking came back when I fucking tried Mr. Beast chocolate bars. So, but if we take Phil's views here, 500,000 views for the entirety of DSP Tries It. If 40,000 views gets Phil Burnell $80, then 500,000 views would have got him about $1,000. Phil charges his audience $1,500 per DSP Tries It. Meanwhile, the entirety of his DSP Tries It series hasn't even given him that much money. And you know, everything combined, if you manage to add up every single bit of ad revenue combined for him making DSP Tries It, it'd be less than what Phil charges his audience per episode of DSP Tries It. Richard McGowan's asking, did he make a video of himself in the shower? No, he did not. He made 2 separate videos of himself in the shower. Plural, multiple, more than one. He made 2 of them. And I'm not going to show that off on this channel because hell, why the hell would I want to fucking watch that? No, we're not doing that shit. Not this time. No. Anyway, I thought I'd point out that interesting little fact for you that Phil Burnell, thanks to Phil revealing how much he fucking got back in the fucking day for, 40,000 views, $80, it means 500,000 views on his entire DSP Tries It series would have got him about $1,000. And yet he charges his audience $1,500 per fast food eaten. So the audience are getting stiffed massively. Phil has an archive on DSP, it's like years and years of content on DSP Tries It or whatever. And the whole thing has made him only about $1,000 altogether in ad revenue from uploading all the videos combined. And yet, in a week, he can get more than that from his audience in order to fucking make the episode in the first place.
What? Yo, the game is terrible. The game itself is fun, but the combat is so bad that I don't even want to play it anymore. Like, now that I'm actually in the combat-heavy part of the game, I'm having no fun at all.
I hate everything I'm doing, and I'm just stuck doing it.
That's what I gotta figure out. How the hell do you increase inventory in this game? I can't even move right now, I'm glitched, look. You little... I can't move, I'm gonna die. I literally can't move, I'm dead. The game is awful. I really don't, I'm telling you, the more I play it, the more I hate it. The combat's terrible. The platforming is glitched. It's fucking shitty, dude. What the fuck did they do? They fucked their own game up. So hopefully it auto-saved. Why did it auto-save with an enemy standing in front of me here? That wasn't here before. I couldn't fire! What is wrong with this gun? Yo, the gun isn't loaded. Are you kidding?
Bugged gun mechanics. Phil's the type of person that would try and kill himself and then forget to buy bullets to do it.
How did I miss? That was point-blank shotgun. What the fuck? How did I miss a point-blank shotgun blast? There's no way to miss. It's a spread shot. How could I fucking miss it? Yo, the game's combat is so bad. The game's combat is some of the worst I've experienced in a first-person combat game. It's so terrible.
Ian S. has just tipped me $40.
Oh yeah, Ian S saved the fucking stream. Like Ian S came by our on and Phil stream during the podcast, became a member, gifted him 5 members, and then waited until the very last second to give Phil $40 so he could have Little Caesar's pizza. Like, Phil gave his fucking audience a fucking ultimatum. They were sitting on $110. They needed $40 more in 10 minutes or whatever. Otherwise, Little Caesars wasn't going to happen and Phil was going to fucking fail hitting the goal for another stream. And yeah, this random ENS character. I'm like a bolt from the blue, This British style denthead decided, you know what, I'm going to give Phil $40 because I want to see him stuff his face with a fucking greasy pizza.
I've never run into this thing before. What is it, a money creature? Yeah, look, it's a money.
I assumed the rest of the video was just him playing the game badly and then probably stuffing his face on a pizza. Is it going to include the pizza as well? I want to see what the end segment's like.
Enjoy what I do for a living. It's very different. With Call of Duty Black Ops 6 new season that just launched, I'm going to be trying the new maps and all the fun new stuff. And then after that, I'll upload all the gameplay overnight. All right, guys, thank you. See you tonight for Call of Duty. Peace out. And shout out to Samuel Green. I just saw it. Samuel Green gifted 10 memberships during the DSP Tries It. Thank you, Samuel. I missed that. That's 30 extra bucks of support. Thank you so much, Samuel. I appreciate you. All right, guys. See you tonight for Call of Duty.
I appreciate you. All right, bye.
That was so evil what I just did, but I don't care. I'm an evil bastard. Burn in hell, Burnell. And now I'm gonna burn in hell for the rest of eternity because of it.
You deserve it.
You can't change who you are, I guess. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champion time. I love it. I love it.
I can't help myself. It's just so fucking good. I was going to fucking, chant along to it. You can't not say it. Anyway, big ups to Stop Burnell for that robust compilation. Very good indeed. I think I'm going to stick with... I don't know what to do for the centre square. Before we even start bingo, I don't know what we're going to do for the centre square, because it's still birthday. The centre square is still birthday, and I don't think it should be. Although, do we think Phil's going to say birthday again? Or do we feel confident that Phil is still going to mention his birthday and refer to his birthday in any capacity? Or should we try and change the centre square now? I don't know. We got away from yesterday. Phil wasn't shy about talking about his birthday before. And yesterday. But I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. One more birthday equals free space. Tariffs would be political talk, That him mentioning tariffs would be covered by the politics square. Him talking about politics, Fine. Okay. Oh, balls.
King of Hate tipped £1. He accidentally calls Hulk Hogan urban person, and I'm not trying to be racist or anything. It's the funniest clip ever. You gotta watch it on YouTube. He goes, Hulk Hogan, I'm coming for you, absent father.
Jesus Christ, man. Thank you, King of Hate, for your contribution. Yeah, Phil really loved that clip, didn't he? He really thought that was the best clip ever, Yeah, absent father. We're coming for you, absent father. Oh my god, yeah. It's too fucking funny. If you've never seen my compilation of Phil Burnell saying the N-word multiple times, then feel free to check it out. It's one of my... I think it's my most popular video on the channel. That compilation. It's good stuff indeed, though. Damon Anderson says, today's my birthday, and I am hoping for a full bingo and free spaces. So happy fucking birthday, Damon Anderson. Because it's your fucking birthday, let me play this for you.
Old bastard!
There you fucking go. Sorry. Happy fucking birthday. I'll tell you what, we're going to stick the birthday for the centre square. Phil Burnell, I don't think he will have moved on from that yet, properly, I think he'll still be kind of feeling like, he's... The hangover's still there, essentially, He'll still mention it, he'll still allude to it. And he'll want momentum to keep picking up and all that shit, because of all that jazz. Anyway, we're sticking with birthday for the centre square. Fuck it. Damien, since it's your birthday, give a number. But usually I'll just fucking try and randomise it, but I'm letting Damien pick the number for the bingo card. Since it's a birthday, It's your birthday. Pick a good number for the bingo card, or else bingo's ruined and so is your birthday. No pressure. No pressure or anything, but if it doesn't win, then it's the worst fucking birthday ever. Randomise it. Okay. I pressed the randomise button, which is up here. And there we go. Randomise once, and this is what we have after we've pressed the randomise button. We need Phil to say and do the following for today's bingo card. We need Phil to say comment, here's a thing or deal. Him ignoring a troll tip. That's a new one, by the way. Him ignoring a troll tip. Him saying new games, and him having some scat talk. The second row is Phil saying kick, him snorting, him saying stress, him standing up, and him saying actually. The third row is Phil saying wow, him slapping his leg, him saying birthday, him giving a years ago story, and him saying goal. The fourth row is Phil bumping his microphone, him discussing politics in some manner, for example mentioning tariffs, his voice cracking, him repeating the same point constantly, and him being all siege mode. Siege mode is where he folds and crosses his arms. The fifth and final row is Phil discussing drama in some capacity, him saying literally, him messing with his phone, him saying behind the scenes, and finally, Phil pointing at the camera. So there we go, that's today's bingo card we have for today's show. Thank you, David Anderson, for helping me just to press the randomise button to pick our bingo card for today. Yeah, well, wasn't need a number, but we got a bingo card because Damien said to randomise it. Cool. So, guys, we have 5 free spaces. Bizarre as it is, we already have 5 free spaces. Put a combination of yesterday's members and today's members, as well as yeah, that's it basically. Yeah. The members carried over from yesterday, so we started off a day in 2 free spaces because they carried over from yesterday, and we had 3 more for the members today. So yeah, we're already started off on a very positive note. Fantastic stuff indeed. So yeah, we only need 20 things to happen out of 25 for us to win bingo today, but there's a variety of other ways we can get free spaces to help us on our way to a full house bingo card. For example, if Phil burps, thips or snorts 10 times before he starts recording for his shitey gameplay on YouTube, that gives us all a free space. For every 6 minutes and 40 seconds that Phil begs, that too will give us a free space. For every 5 new or rejoining members we have to the bingo stream, that too gives us a free space. And finally, in my opinion, the best way for us to get free spaces on this bingo board you see before you. If we get 50 likes on this bingo stream, we get 1 free space. If we get 75 likes on this bingo stream, we get 2 free spaces. And finally, if we get 100 likes on this bingo stream before I finish playing bingo, not only do we get 3 free spaces for the bingo board, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes on the bingo stream. So you guys are in full direct control of some of the ways we can get free spaces on this bingo board. The rest of the ways are controlled by Phil and his bizarre body functions, as well as him begging like the little bitch that he fucking is. Now, there's a couple more things to go through, but I'm going to let Phil explain some of it for me.
Well, hello everyone, Phil Burnell here, letting you know about King Jad's Bingo and Marbles gameplay on YouTube. Now, you need to leave a post in the community tab to enter, and that's it. A lucky winner will be picked by playing Marbles at the end of the month. It is just that easy, any mouth-drooling idiot can do it.
Thank you, Phil. Yeah, piece of shit for explaining the fucking situation. As Phil said, community post in that description. At the very end of the month, we're going to have a marble race to determine who wins half of that bingo prize fund. If you want to have a chance of winning half of that bingo prize fund, it's pretty simple. Just fucking leave a comment on that community post. When you do that, I'll add your name to a list of fucking marbles, and if your marble wins, then I'll be contacting you in some way to say, hey, you've won half of that bingo prize fund. And it's up to you what you fucking do with it. You can fucking ask for it all. You can get it PayPal'd. You can get Amazon vouchers. You can donate it to charity if you want. You can roll it over. It's like the winner's choice. It is up to the winner what happens with a bingo prize fund money. You know, if it's possible for me to fucking do it, I'll fucking try and get it done. Put it that way. There you go. That bingo prize fund is made up of a variety of different things. For example, so for every every time I win bingo, every single time I win bingo, it adds $10 to the bingo prize fund. Every Friday we have marble races, and we try and complete these very challenging marble courses. We pick 3 separate ones, and for every course we do get completed, we add $10 more to that bingo prize fund. It's also made up of a quarter of the money I make on YouTube each month, so the more support I get on YouTube, the higher that bingo prize fund will grow. So there we go. And finally, of course, tips. 100% of tips goes directly towards that bingo prize fund as well. No matter how big or small that tip is, I'll get added directly onto that bingo prize fund, so that's how the bingo prize fund will grow, and hopefully by the end of the month, it'll be a nice decent number, so the next bingo winner will have a good chunky prize to enjoy should our marble be the first one across the line when we have a race to determine who is the bingo prize winner for the month of April. Probably is asking, can you donate it to Phil or PWR? Well, I fucking wouldn't do it. But look, as far as I'm concerned, if somebody wins marbles, if somebody fucking beats the odds to get be the first marble across the line and beat like 150 others to the fucking finish line, they can do with it what they want. Although I wouldn't recommend giving it to Phil because he's probably going to just waste it on something stupid, you know. But anyway, That's a game of bingo. We are ready to rock and roll. The only thing left for me to do is just to press the random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle once more.
This is the fucking Shawshank Redemption, right? But with more tunneling through shit, no fucking redemption.
Oh, Sonny's warned us, get ready for shades and sunglasses. Pete, so let me guess, the future's bright, but he's gonna wear shades. Oh, what a fucking dick. Good luck, everybody. Here we fucking go.
Good morning, everyone.
It's the fucking... Is it this bitch like some fucking Etsy.com version of Tommy Vercetti? The fucking 80s called. They tell you fuck off.
Are you ready? Today is going to be a chill day. That's right. On today's show, it's a very laid-back atmosphere because today, we're not really talking about too much. We got a brand new game that's come out absolutely out of nowhere that everyone seems to be praising. And if anything...
We can't... No. We need to change the bingo background. Again, however, I randomised the bingo background image and it's still Phil wearing a fucking Santa hat. Randomise. There you go, that'll fucking does better. Fucking Phil in his fucking Santa hats.
Maybe the discourse should be, why are we talking about a small-time, almost not heard of game that's on Game Pass and PlayStation Plus rather than all the big AAA releases? Might be an interesting topic, no? But we're also going to talk about how yesterday went and more, but it's going to be a very laid-back atmosphere here on the show. So, sit back and relax. It's time for Level 1 Podcast.
Who cares? Basically, he's got nothing to fucking talk about today.
Alrighty, folks, what is up? Today is Thursday, the 10th of April, 2025. We've already got people talking in chat, so let's chat. First off, people are like, what is going on? Why is Phil wearing that shirt today? Isn't it just spring? Why is he wearing a shirt that looks like it's summertime? Well, there's a couple of reasons why. Cares? Reason number one is today I'm playing a game called Blueprints. And in honor of the launch of this game, which is apparently a super hot game that everyone's talking about, it's on Game Pass, it's on PS Plus, people are ranting and raving about this game, saying Game of the Year contender, which is wild for a game that I hadn't even heard of a week ago. But anyway, I said, I wanted to color coordinate everything blue today. So we got the blue background, the blue border, blue text. And I said, what's the best shirt I have in my arsenal? And actually, I'd gone shopping for spring and summer shirts a few weeks ago. And I was going to save this one for the summer. And I said, well, it's blue. It matches. Why not? Okay, it pops on camera as well as you can see. It's a pretty nice looking shirt. So that's number one. Okay, number two. Today, it is going to be on the warmer side here in Washington State where I live. Normally in the Pacific Northwest around this time of year, it's like 50 degrees Fahrenheit with a lot of rain. Today, we're supposed to have sun on and off and high 60s, which means it could be pretty hot in this office. So it made sense for me to be wearing lighter clothing. So that way I don't have to overheat. Okay, that's number two. And number three, I don't know if you can hear it. Let me see. You probably can't because of my filters on my mic. My neighbors are renovating. And while they're renovating, they have a guy going outside literally every 10 minutes sawing wood. So I'm putting up with it for now, but chances are if this guy becomes...
Oh man, you're putting up with it. What are you going to fucking do about it, Phil? Yeah, Phil, what would you fucking do about it? What are you going to do? Fucking storm outside going, hey, I'm trying to stream here. Do you know who I am? No, fuck off. You're fucking terrified of fucking confrontation. What are you going to fucking do? Fucking put paper fucking towels around the fucking door frame so the fucking noise doesn't get fucking through.
It's more obnoxious with how loud that he's sawing. I'm probably going to close my window, in which case it's going to get incredibly hot and stuffy in here. So... that's the three reasons why I'm actually wearing lighter clothing today. Here we go once again, people who don't listen over in Kick. High 60s isn't hot. No, you're right, it's not. High 60s is not hot. But when the sun is out and it's high 60s outside, this office becomes about 85, 90 degrees, especially because of all of the components that I have in here. Multiple PCs, big screen TV, multiple monitors. It already gets stuffy, and then the sun heats up this room. But I've only explained this probably about 4,000 or 5,000 times, so if you're just an idiot who doesn't listen, I can't help you being stupid.
Oh, not everyone's going to be fucking, like, you're assuming that every single fucking person that turns up to your shitty fucking streams have been here since fucking day one when you were playing fucking Heavy Rain. There might be some fucking brand new people that turned up to your streams for the very fucking first time, willing to fucking, you know, see you and give you a chance. And here's you fucking being a wee bitchy fucking prick to them, assuming they fucking know everything. Like, if somebody asks me a question in chat, like if I see somebody in chat I don't fucking recognise the name of saying, what, I can't understand what this guy's saying, where's he from? I'm going to assume this person's new, and I'll say, hey, welcome to the stream. I'm a pale blue Scottish person, you know what I mean? I hope you enjoy yourself. We fucking play bingo and watch film. Yeah, I'm not going to assume that somebody asks a question. It takes like fucking it takes like 5 seconds just to fucking explain this shit, you know? But Phil's going to fucking be on the defensive because apparently everyone has to fucking know every single fucking bit of like minutiae of DSP lore and his fucking ridiculous fucking shitey life when you turn up to his streams. And if you don't fucking know, he's going to fucking chastise you and ridicule you for not knowing. Coop says, ignore that for a moment. He could show us proof. I don't believe for a moment that it's 65 outside and 90 in his office. Well, thanks to Rob, Phil, we can tell right now it's actually 16.4 degrees in Ranting. The pause confirms that. So convert to Fahrenheit, and I guess that's what the temperature is in Ranting.
Anyway, so there you have it. That's why I'm wearing these lighter clothes today, and I will see as it gets warmer, and the fact that I will be wearing more, you're going to see a whole new, wardrobe for the summer. I went shopping a couple weeks ago and got a whole bunch of new shirts and things.
Who
so
fucking
you'll
cares?
see over the coming months as things get warmer. As of now, I have not put my air conditioner in.
Agent 00 Soul says, Scottish, you don't sound like Rod Stewart. Well, that's because I've never fucking sang Rod Stewart songs. And I don't think you want me to either. Young Hearts break free tonight. Time is on it. No, time's not on our side, actually. We're fucking miles behind DSP, aren't we? Yeah, we're 23 minutes behind. No, time is not on our side. Never mind that. Hold the fucking concert.
Into my window yet. I'm waiting because the rest of the house is very cool. Like it's not hot at all anywhere in the house. It's only this room that's been hot. So I've been looking and waiting like, Next week we're supposed to have a few more days that are going to be like 65, 70 degrees. And I'm like, well, maybe it's going to be time sooner rather than later to install the air conditioner in the window and to start to use it, which would suck. It means I don't get a lot of fresh air in here. But, it is what it is. The good news is this year, it likely will be a lot cooler in here over the summertime because I have these curtains rather than the old blinds that were terrible. These curtains now will block out the sun and also insulate the cool. Which the other blinds never did. The other blinds always to be hot air blowing in and out, even when I had the air conditioner in. Here, these are supposed to hold in everything, so the room should actually stay very cool, and I probably won't need the air conditioner as much. Hopefully. We'll have to see.
Who fucking cares?
Alrighty. Now, another thing, because honestly, I wasn't going to bring this up today at all because this is private stuff. It has nothing to do with you guys, but today's my wedding anniversary.
How is it fucking private? You fucking told the internet you got married on a particular day. And heaven fucking forbid, people, including your own fans, should remember the day you got fucking married, which is for most fucking people one of the fucking happiest days of people's fucking lives. So imagine Phil being upset and annoyed that people remember what is supposed to be one of the happiest days of Phil Burnell's fucking life, that he got married on this fucking day years ago. And he's upset that people are mentioning that and talking about it. But that makes logically no fucking sense. Isn't this a fucking happy thing, Phil? Isn't this a fucking wonderful thing? Because it's not a secret you got fucking married. You fucking showed images on Instagram about it. You Instagrammed the fucking thing. Surprise, we got married. And your parents paid for it because you're a cheap bastard. And it's like, wow, Phil's married. Isn't that incredible? So yeah, apparently it is very weird to remember the day Phil got married. Make of that what you will. It's just so, the language that Phil uses here. This language is so weird to talk about what is meant to be the anniversary of one of the happiest days of his life.
Alrighty.
Now, wait for a sip and then you'll fucking... It's just...
Now, another thing, because honestly, I wasn't going to bring this up today at all because this is private stuff. It has nothing to do with you guys. But today's my wedding anniversary, and already you're idiots over in the Kick Chat, the usual LARPing trolls. Oh, he's on stream instead of celebrating his wedding anniversary. Idiots. So, as you guys well know...
Hey, Phil, are they right? Or show me... They're right, though. They said nothing wrong in that situation. Today is your wedding anniversary. You are on stream instead of spending it with her. And I can only assume that Kat's home right now, because Jax was not in the office with you.
No. I've had a lot going on this year in my private life. This week already was a crazy week with the birthday marathon. My wife was working. We are already going to celebrate, but we're going to celebrate next week. Okay, in fact, we have an extra day off slated for next week to spend time together, rather than on the actual day of the anniversary. All right, so FYI, next week, there's going to be an extra day off. I will talk more about that as we get closer to, next week's schedule. So you guys will know well ahead of time what days I'm here and not next week. But that's, not a big deal. It's my personal business. FYI, we're probably ordering out dinner today. Probably something my wife loves.
What a surprise. What a surprise. Who else is fucking shocked at that? Another, it's basically DSP trying to put the fucking camera on. So hold on a second. Hold on a fucking second here. Let's break this fucking down for a fucking second here. Hold on a fucking second, because, Sunny Cap, so on Sunday... Right, hold on. Let's just fucking make sure we're aware what Phil's been doing. This is what Phil was doing on Sunday. Right? This is Sunday. Phil was devouring this sort of fucking food. One day later, it was taco time. And then, yesterday, it was a pizza time. So, like, Jesus Christ, man, all this healthy eating Phil's doing. So, Sunday, You know, this like fucking like this crap he devoured his fucking birthday. It's this Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and then Thursday. Today, he's also been eating out and ordering out. Such a healthy lifestyle. Bibber says in that clip I sent, he said Kit went out running errands and he was going to be streaming all day. He's a living fossil. He really is. He's like, it's just what. It's such a fucking miserable fucking. Like, anyway, big up to Sonny for making these. Like these gifts. These are made by Sonny. All three of these. So yeah, he made all fucking three of them. But yeah, it blows my fucking mind. Like, no one should ever be envious of Philip Bonnell's fucking life. It is a miserable fucking existence. And he is spending his wedding anniversary here, begging strangers for fucking money on the internet to put towards his fucking DoorDash later on to celebrate his wedding anniversary. What a romantic cunt.
That's, you know, not a big deal. It's my personal business. FYI, we're probably ordering out dinner today. Probably something my wife loves, like sushi or something, you know, to celebrate. But outside of that, you know, it is what it is. When you get older, you realize, hey, yes, it's nice to celebrate holidays and anniversaries, but you usually don't get to just take entire days off in the middle of nowhere to do so. You gotta just do it when you have time.
You create your own fucking schedule. You are your own fucking boss. And I think she's not at work today because there's no sign of fucking Jasper. You literally could have just fucking done like this is ridiculous. He's his own boss. He is his own fucking boss. He creates the times he starts and stops streaming. And also, for people you love, you make good time for them. If you care for them, you make time. And Provis reminded us all, of course, that seafood is high in uric acid. Just saying. Yeah, exactly. How's the gout, Phil?
And we're gonna have time next week, and that's when we're gonna celebrate it. Actually, you guys are right. People are like, you look like you're wearing the Vice City shirt that Tommy Vercetti wore. You're absolutely right. That's what this shirt looks like. I didn't realize it till right now. You guys are dead on correct. It does look like Tommy Vercetti's shirt. Wow.
That was my first impression, but that's probably because I fucking love GTA Vice City. It's a fucking great game. But yeah, I played that game to fucking death and then some. As soon as I fucking saw it, I thought fucking Tommy Vercetti. So how fucking dare you, Phil? You're like, yeah, you're basically the fucking Wish.com version. Like we have, he's a team of the versions. Like, oh, I want to get Tommy Vercetti. We've got Tommy Vercetti at home, and it's just this fucking piece of shit.
Cool. Alrighty then. Excellent.
Who fucking cares?
So, folks, welcome to the show. We got all the nonsensical stuff out of the way, and now we can talk about the important topics, of which we don't have any today, because I checked and there's really no game news going on to really mention today.
You mean it's, well, hold on. There's no game news going on today. I saw something earlier on which I thought was quite fucking pertinent when it came to fucking game news. Let me see if I can fucking find it. Bear with me here. I don't know how easy it'll be for me to find, but I saw it show up in my feed earlier on, and I thought it was quite interesting, to say the fucking least. And it was something about AAA games, and like there's some sort of fucking decision been made or whatever. Hold on a second, let me see if I can fucking find this shit. I saw it show up in my feed earlier on my Twitter feed. You know, on my X feed or whatever. Hold on 2 seconds. Where is it? Hold on 2 seconds. I will find you eventually. Maybe I should have just fucking, you know, I probably should have fucking set it aside. I definitely saw something, but where are you? So I can, fuck. Wait, I know I saw something, but hold on. I'm still searching. Bear with me here. Yet. Did I see it? Maybe I fucking didn't see shit after all. I don't know. Fuck. Hang on, 2 seconds. I'm searching. Hold on. You guys can't see it, but I'm searching fucking X. Because I saw some fucking article or fucking thing about. Fuck, I can't even balls. I should have fucking said the goddamn thing. Apparently some sort of thing's fucking happening and it's going to affect AAA games. But I never fucking read too much into it. It's probably something about Nintendo fucking Switch or something. Balls. Well, I put as much work into that fucking news article as Phil did. I did fucking nothing because I haven't even fucking bothered to try and save it and fucking use it for later on. Balls. I mean, yeah, it could be the price of fucking Nintendo games, aye. Who fucking knows? But anyway, let's get back to fucking discount Tommy Vercetti.
Okay. you know, there's nothing that I really need to update you guys on. What I would like to do is talk about how yesterday's streams went, because yesterday was a very positive streaming day, that's for sure.
I was positive. Why? Because Phil got money and stuffed his face full of fucking food. It's funny how I just love that the single fucking metric for our day being positive or negative is simply about how fucking much money he fucking gets.
But outside of that, we could chill. You know, I'm very curious about today's game. For those who don't know, today we're playing a game called Blueprints. Until just a few days ago, I was not aware of this game's existence. I'm not sure if anyone was. And if anything, I think the story to tell here is that this year, particularly, all right, looking at a game release schedule means nothing. Trying to predict what games are good or bad or people will care about is impossible. You guys realize that we are almost 4 whole months into the year. We're about 3.5 months into 2025, okay? I could count on one hand.
Did Phil say we're Phil, we're in the 4th month for the We're in the 4th month for the year. I didn't mean 3.5 months, Phil. It's already April. Or is he counting? Is it half of? You know, whatever. What fucking whatever. Dora's saying it's today supposed to be his anniversary of Cat. Yes, it is. And he's addressed it. And he says he's going to fucking do something next week because apparently Phil is too busy to fucking take a day off to fucking do something. Although they are going to order some DoorDash later on. Some wedding anniversary DoorDash, probably sushi. So yeah, isn't that just special? Maybe the fucking delivery driver will have a fucking flower for Cat to make her feel like a very special, loved individual. The amount of, like, the minimum, like, there's no effort from Phil whatsoever. He was pissed off that his own chat remembered it was his wedding anniversary because he fucking mentioned it in fucking chat. The chat were talking about it, and Phil was pissy about it. Even though it's not a fucking secret because Phil told the world he was married on his fucking day years ago. What sort of fucking person gets pissed off that you remember that shit? Like, if you pay attention to the things that Phil says over the years, apparently it's a bad fucking thing.
The number of good game releases that have actually come out that are, like, worth playing, and quite frankly, it's probably one of the slowest starts of a year I've ever seen. The thing is, some of the biggest games of the year so far, for example, Monster Hunter Wilds, right? That's for a particular audience. It's not necessarily a widespread, mainstream, oh my god, everyone must play style of audience. In fact, it's the opposite. It is a good audience, and it's a good fan base that spends a lot of money, but at the same time, if you're not in that fan base, you kind of don't care. I compare it to, like, the popularity of something like League of Legends, where, my god, there's an insane worldwide community for it, but if you're not in that community, following the competitions and everything, you really don't care about League of Legends, right?
Who fucking
And that's the thing.
cares?
I like Monster Hunter Wilds. When I tried the beta or the demo or whatever it was, I actually thought it was a fine game, but it didn't resonate with my audience, so I skipped it, you know? What else? You could argue Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 might have been the other biggest game of the year, because outside of that, all the other games that people expected to be the big hype games have not been so. I mean, probably, you would say, Assassin's Creed Shadows, right? I mean, you want to talk about the ultimate game that just was not what they were expecting it to be, did not sell nearly as well as they wanted, as expected. You know, it's just been a slow year. I mean, if you just take a look at just the game release schedule in general, not even the games that I played or the games that I chose to skip, but just in general, right? So we had, in January, nearly nothing. You know, going back to February, we had the Elden Ring Night Rain beta, which was good. Looking forward to that game actually coming out. Avowed, mid to low. Lost Records, are you kidding me? One of the worst games that has ever been put out as a narrative-based game. Fatal Fury's open beta was a flop with insane amounts of lag and bad matchmaking. Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, which is an okay game, but a spin-off game that's not mainstream, really, like a main install number in the series. Monster Hunter Wilds, okay, that was huge, admittedly. Split Fiction, if you play co-op games, that was huge. Outside of that, the Suikoden 1 and 2 collection, for me, a huge game, but certainly not for everyone, right? WWE 2K25, has anyone even talked about it? Assassin's Creed Shadows, and we all know how that went. You know, Atomfall, which I've now been playing now for a couple of weeks, and is kind of, again, mid. It's not great, but it's not awful. It's kind of in the middle. And then most recently, South of Midnight, right? So when you look at these games that have come out, it's really not been a very good year at all. Underwhelming, you know, kind of mid to nothing. And what are the big games that everyone talked about? Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which no one even knew was going to be good, right? And now the game we're playing today, Blueprints. What the hell is Blueprints, right? Like, what? What is that? Well, apparently it's great. It's a game that's supposed to be a unique hybrid puzzle game. So it's part puzzle, part exploration, part other stuff. And people who played it early and reviewed it said, man, it's actually legitimately one of the best games of the past few years. It's unique. It stands out from the pack and tries to do things different, which is something you see rarely in today's modern gaming age. And it's getting praise up, down, left, and right. Now, here's the funny part about that, right? Blueprints has been Well, it is, I should say, both on Game Pass and on PS Plus. You just play it if you're part of those services. Both. It's not even just, oh, we chose one or the other. It's on both. So let me ask you this question. If the makers of Blueprints had known that this game was going to get the positive press that it is currently getting, that people were going to say this game is a Game of the Year contender, and that everyone this week would be a buzz about this game and be playing it today, do you think they would have put it on those services?
Who fucking cares?
If anything, I think they felt, well, we're kind of a smaller indie game style thing. No one's really going to know about our game. Let's put it on there to get, you know, exposure. But now they're probably kicking themselves in the butt saying, man, we should have just sold this thing outright. We could have made a lot of money. Because the truth is, we don't know what kind of agreements these companies have with Game Pass or PS Plus because they don't reveal them. They're all behind the scenes agreements, right?
So Phil thinks that they should have fucking held out for that bag. Funny.
Burger?
Isn't that kind of funny how he's kind of, you know, thinking this company would have been unlike him and his moral compass and held it for that bag. Maybe they share Phil's fucking moral compass sort of, you know, mentality, and they're not in it for the fucking bag, Phil, but they're in it to fucking just share their vision and their game with as many people as fucking possible to let the fucking world enjoy it if they want to.
Because the truth is, we don't know what kind of agreements these companies have with Game Pass or PS Plus because they don't reveal them. They're all behind the scenes agreements, right? But isn't it crazy that this year, some of the biggest releases and things we're talking about, again, 2 years running, are these games no one's heard of, and then boom, they hit the scene and everyone starts talking about it. I mean, what was the one last week? Schedule 1, right? And now we've got Blueprints. What's next week? Seriously, what's the next game that no one's talking about or heard of, and all of a sudden, next week will become virally popular? And then on the flip side of that, what's the next AAA level, heavily advertised game that's going to release and flop hard again this year? Things are topsy-turvy in the gaming landscape in the last couple of years, okay? Now, I'm not complaining. I'm not. You know, now, because again, you guys and your level of support, I'm able to get whatever I want and play whatever I want, no matter what. I can play any game at any time because I have the formats to do it. You know, the platforms, you know, I'm on PC, so I'm flexible. I can play these indie games. I can afford whatever. It's all good. But I'm just saying, what a bizarre twist. And man, if I hadn't had this big change in the last 6 to 8 months and been able to do all this, quite frankly, we might have been sitting around with our thumb up our butt saying, what do we play? Because the big games that normally Phil would play have not been good. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. So, you know, I guess we'll see. Today, I'm actually very excited to see what this game is today. I like unique games. I like fun games. I like things that stand out and are different. I don't like these cookie cutter following AAA games where, oh, we're putting out a new game. Check off this box, check off this box, check off this box, and half the boxes are monetize the game in 700 ways so that the company makes a lot of money. I'd rather have a game that's unique, that's fun, that's different. If that's...
Well, WWE Champions and none of those fucking things. In fact, you fucking spend ridiculous amounts of fucking money in that game to fucking stay on top and competitive. So it's like a double standard there, Phil, isn't it? You fucking claim you fucking hate those kind of games and yet you fucking wail away on a daily basis on WWE Champions.
What Blueprints is today, then I'm all for it. But the question you do have to ask, because there is another factor here, will Blueprints translate into a game that's fun to watch?
For God's sake, hint, hint. Nah, I'm gonna count that as a fucking beg, I think. I'm gonna count it as a fucking beg. Will the audience want to give me hundreds of dollars to play this indie game?
Question you do have to ask, because there is another factor here, will Blueprints translate into a game that's fun to watch? That's the question at hand, because it very well could be an incredibly fun game to play, with unique puzzles and interesting aspects to it. But what if the game isn't fun to watch? What if the game is kind of boring to watch? And this is always the factor that I have to have in play, okay, when I play a game. I want to entertain my audience. That's the idea. I'm not playing a game for me, I'm playing a game for us. Otherwise, I could just play the game off stream for myself, right? So, will the game translate into something good? I hope so. Genuinely, whenever I'm usually enjoying a game, it translates into something very entertaining for the audience. In general, there have been some exceptions, but I'll say notably so recently, the Suikoden 1 HD Remake playthrough, okay? Certainly it did not resonate with a lot of people because a lot of people don't like classic RPGs around here. But the fact that I was playing it and enjoying the hell out of it every moment that we played it led to having a dedicated group of people who would come by, engage, and support the playthrough. And
oh, pal, you held the fucking streams hostage sometimes, and you fucking had to fucking do massive amounts of overtime to fucking get a last second wheel merry to keep the streak going. It was fucking pathetic levels of fucking desperation on your fucking part in order to fucking make sure the streak fucking survived and you kept getting fucking support that you fucking think you fucking deserved to fucking just keep playing the fucking game. It was embarrassing, Phil. I swear to fuck, the amount of fucking, the compilation of fucking begging you could fucking put together if you fucking just like the end of all these fucking Suikoden streams. If you make a compilation of this, it's the sheer cringe levels of fucking desperation. And it's like, if honestly, like, I still can't fucking understand how can Phil Burnell look himself in a mirror and feel proud of what he's fucking doing and how he's conducting himself on the fucking internet. He is not even. It's like I don't know, I couldn't do it. I couldn't, if I actually like fucking Phil, I wouldn't be able to fucking live with myself, I feel like. It's just a shame I'd fucking feel. I don't have to fucking degrade myself to such fucking levels of desperation just to fucking have strangers fucking throw you fucking money. Because I'm not willing to fucking do it organically, of their own fucking volition, because, no, it's like, that doesn't happen. When the money's slow, well, I guess people hate the fucking game then, or they're racist. I better stall massively and fucking guilt trip them until I get the fucking money, and then fucking claim that everyone had a great time. It's bullshit, Phil, and you fucking know it. The last few streams Phil put us in, he had a last second, overtime, Whale Mary fucking contribution, usually a kick fucking bomb, or an anonymous fucking tip to save the fucking day.
And it worked in its entirety. It was a great 20-hour playthrough. All right. So, continuing on with that thread of thought and reasoning, hopefully Blueprints will resonate with all of you if I like it, because I don't know if I will. You know, I'm staring at it and I'm like, it's a puzzle game. I've liked puzzle games in the past. Take a look at playthroughs such as, man, what was that one that had all the crazy laser puzzles and things that we played that time? I can't remember. But I liked that one. But guess what? That one didn't resonate with the audience and I had to stop playing it. I played it like maybe 10, 15 hours and people were complaining it was too slow moving and boring and I had to stop playing it, right? But then compare it to like Riven or Mist, which actually really worked and ended up being great playthroughs. And I did full playthroughs of them. Okay? So it could be all over the place. It could be great. It could not be great. At the very least, I'm playing this one when it's brand new and I'm playing it per your request. Rather than me just pulling this game out of thin air, you guys asked me to play Blueprints and told me all about it. So at least that gives me hope that people would like it and will actually tune in for the playthrough. All right? So let's...
Translation. If his support's not there, he's going to fucking turn around to his audience and say, guys, you asked for this. You asked for it. You wanted it. I'm doing what you wanted. Where's the money?
See how it goes. All right? I'm excited for it. Thank you for suggesting it. Again, this is a game that likely I never would have known about if you guys hadn't brought it up, and I think sometimes those turn out to be some of the best playthroughs that I've done. But man, again, what a year exposing the fact that most of the major games and studios coming out haven't been that big, and the few that have been, like I said, Monster Hunter Wilds, Split Fiction, they're not games for my audience. My audience doesn't really like them. So, you know, it is what it is. Perhaps this will actually be a big game for me, and people will really like the playthrough. I hope so. I don't know. I purposefully have not spoiled myself on this game at all. I haven't looked it up at all. I haven't seen a single piece of gameplay because I just trusted you guys. Okay? So
who fucking cares?
You know, it'll work out. Okay. So what we should do now, let's sit back and look at the schedule for a little bit, all right? What I'd like to do is just kind of get caught up with where we are currently with all the games that I'm playing, shall we? So let's look at the games that I'm a good chunk into right now, all right? Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. The good news about this one is we're in the home stretch and we're about to beat it. We have one major pirate battle that ends Chapter 4. After that, and a little bit more combat and story, we head into Chapter 5, which is the finale. I would argue 2 more streams of major story focus, we will probably beat Pirate Yakuza.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Nato for a super chat. It says Season 2 of Marvel Rivals drops tomorrow, and this scrub won't be playing it because he isn't good enough for hero shooters or any shooters in general. I mean, Marvel Rivals kind of... I mean, is it still popular? I mean, at the risk of sounding that, it sounds like a daft question, I know, but are people still playing it as big as they were? Or did they have a big drop-off or whatever? You know what I mean? I wasn't sure. You don't hear much about it these days. I mean, I'm not looking to hear much. Like, it's not a game I've fucking played. So, I don't know. But yeah. Apparently it's still a game which is getting a lot of... Obviously, if it's not fucking support and interest in the fucking game, a second season is fucking imminent, then yeah, I definitely, that makes sense actually. So yeah, obviously, well, there you go. Phil could be playing that, but he won't go back to it because he wasn't very fucking good at it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and also him trying to fucking charge people, like, how much was it that Phil tried to charge? I think, was it $25 he tried to charge his audience to suggest a character for him to fucking play? I think it was $25 fucking dollars. You've got to give him that amount of fucking money to fucking pick a character in fucking Marvel Rivals. And then he's wondering where the fucking support is. He's such a... No wonder he's fucking trying. You guys clearly don't like the game because I'm not getting money. No, I don't want to give you fucking $25 to see if I can play very badly with characters. Hell, but yeah. Phil Burnell missing out on these kind of hot relevant titles just because he's fucking awful at his fucking job.
Which is good, because I've got over 30 hours into the game and almost 2 months playing it. When I started playing it, I was told it was 30 hours if you do all the content. Once again, a blatant lie. All right, like, and people always say this, oh, well, the game reviewers and this guy and that guy said that you could do all the side content and beat the game in 30 hours. And the answer, yeah, if you fucking speed run it, if you literally skip all of the cutscenes, if you turbo through mashing a button, maybe you can beat it that fast. But who does that? You know, I'm an interactive streamer, I'm reading...
Well, you used to fucking do that. The old Phil Burnham used to fucking do that. Used to fucking turbocharge his way through these fucking games as fast as fucking humanly possible so he can get the fucking content out as fast as fucking possible to make as much money as fast as possible. You were very guilty of doing this very exact fucking thing yourself back in the fucking day.
The dialogue, I'm watching the cutscenes, I'm interacting with you guys. This playthrough's been over 30 hours for me and climbing, but I'm ready to finish it. To be honest, I want to see it end, so that is a big push. Like next week, I'm at least playing the game twice. I'm trying to beat it to get it out of the rotation. All right, I want to move on to other stuff or give more time to other things. Atomfall. At this point, Atomfall, we're around 10 hours in. People are saying that I'm probably around halfway through. It really depends. Like, Atomfall does have a lot of side content, but people are saying that if I really focus just kind of on story advancement, we could beat it, you know, within like 20 hours. So I guess we'll see what we want to do. I'll be honest, yesterday's stream, the game started to really bore me because they did a piss poor job of making the combat interesting. Okay, the combat of Atomfall has become incredibly repetitive and just too grindy and time consuming. When you think about a good open world RPG, what makes it unique? Well, think about Dishonored. Oh, all the superpowers that you have going around. You could either use stealth or platforming or combat to tear people apart, and it's very fun, right? Skyrim. Oh my god, cool hand-to-hand combat, but also you've got the shouts, you can use magic, right? All these extra things that make the combat fun. Fallout. Well, it's got VATS. VATS alone makes the combat in Fallout feel special and interesting and different, right? And then you're like, Atomfall. Nothing. It's just repetitive, grindy, and boring. Every time I engage an enemy now in Atomfall, 2 more come around the corner, and then 2 more, and then 2 more, and it's like, wait a minute. How is that fun? So either I have to kill endless gauntlets of enemies, which is very unfun, or I have to use stealth the entire game, and if I get detected, run like a coward, which also is not fun. The best part about Atomfall, I would say, is the world design and the plot. I'd like to know what's actually going on in the plot, and I'd like to see more unique areas. Outside of that, all of the gameplay when it comes to like the combat is boring. So that's a problem because, you know, we're about 10 hours in, and now we're starting to get to more combat-heavy, enemy-populated areas of the game. And that's just a real disappointing thing, right? So let's see what happens moving forward with this game. All right, I don't know how it's going to go, quite frankly. But I like to keep going with it, at least for another stream or two. I don't necessarily want to drop it because it's not bad, but at the same time, you know, we are 2 weeks into it, right? It started, I think it was like the 21st of March it came out. We're 2 weeks into it, and I'm not necessarily getting the vibe that people are loving it that much. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, it's okay. And then when we get to the grindy parts of the combat, it's kind of annoying. So, you know, let's see. We're going to keep it up for next week, keep it in the rotation, see how it does. But hopefully, I will actually get, you know, major story progress moving forward. You know, it's got to the point where, basically what I'm being told is what you need to do is find different ways to get into this intergrade, and then you go in there and you do like a dungeon with enemies and puzzles, and when you're done with that, you can move on to the next part and the next part of the story. The problem is the game doesn't tell you where the entrances to the intergrade are, so you could end up endlessly wandering the maps of the game looking for these entrances if you don't know where they are, and a lot of people are like, well, it's just better to look them up. That way you can at least make progress every time you play. So we'll see. I am going to continue more of that.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
All right. Disco Elysium. You know, I'll be honest here. The game is very unique. It's not like anything I've ever played because it really is a hybrid between the point-and-click adventure games of yesteryear combined with a very dialogue-heavy game with lots of different kind of interesting options and ways to go about stuff. A lot of what seems to be kind of side content as well. And one of the more unique things about the game that people have told me is that you can basically play that game many different ways, okay? So, we're going to continue on with that at least once a week, if maybe not twice moving forward. What I need to do is I need to finish Pirate Yakuza. And once Pirate Yakuza is done, then I can put more time into other games that I'm basically playing once a week, and we can make more progress in them, okay? Cool. Outside of those 3 major games, right? Because those are the 3 games I'm playing that are basically narrative-based. You know, we've got Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which I played again last night. The new seasonal maps are in there. We played them. They were fun. And so I'm enjoying that. I have new surround sound headphones that I tested out with it that seem to be pretty good. So, you know, I'm enjoying myself at least with that, playing every once in a while. Fighting games. You know, this week we're going to return to fighting games tomorrow night, and it looks like I'm probably going to do some retro games again against some of my old friends, have some really high-end matches, and go from there. So I like to be fighting games in the rotation, you know, at least once a week. So what I really think I need to do in the next couple of weeks, I need to finish Pirate Yakuza. I need to make the decision if I'm going to continue to play Atomfall, all right? And if I am, I need to basically put more time into it so we can try to finish it, because I would like in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I would like to wrap up a lot of these ongoing playthroughs so we can focus on new ones. You know, we do have Clair Obscur coming out, and there are other games in early May that are going to take priority, and I need to have time to play those rather than be stuck in the middle of a 20, 30-hour playthrough and that I'm never going to finish. So, let's see how it goes, all right, in the next few weeks. And I want to say thank you for yesterday, and here's why. I had a very, not necessarily bad or disappointing day, but we didn't hit any goals on Tuesday. All right, and you know, having a double day where 2 goals are not hit is disappointing because I like to keep the momentum going, and we've actually had lots of momentum over the last several weeks with support. It's been amazing. You know, I'm playing games like, again, Sweet Code Den and stuff like that, and we're hitting the goal. That's wild to me, right? And then all of a sudden on Tuesday, we had 2 streams, not 1 but 2. We had South of Midnight, and then we had Pirate Yakuza, and neither of them even came close to hitting a goal of support. And I was like, oh shit, right? But the good news is yesterday we were back. Adam Fall, we hit the goal and exceeded it actually, and we actually did DSP tries at Little Caesars. If you didn't see it, better DSP tries it than I would argue even the last few. It was definitely better than the Taco Time one from the other day. We tried the pretzel crust pizza. We also tried the Detroit deep dish pizza and crazy bread. And so that was a fun one, like a triple taste test. And that's live over on DSP Reacts if you haven't seen it yet. There's going to be a little break now because now we have to hit 20 goals in order to do any reward. I don't foresee that happening quickly. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll have a crazy over-the-top supportive day. But I'm really not seeing that happen. I think it's going to be like a normal week. It might take us about a week now to hit our next goal. And so we'll talk about that in a second. Like, what should the next goal be? We've already discussed possibly Popeyes because they have a pickle-based menu, but maybe not. We'll talk about it in a minute, okay? So anyway, yeah, Adam Fall, yesterday we hit the goal, and then last night, Call of Duty. I actually was doing pretty good. You know, I was running around with katanas, chopping people up, and I was trying the new maps, and then I went to sniping, and the sniping was going well. People liked it and supported, and so, boom, we hit another goal. So that was excellent to actually hit 2 goals yesterday. So thanks to everyone who did support and allowed me to hit my goals yesterday and get us back on track, right? Now, obviously, the hope today is that momentum keeps up. That today with Blueprints premiering, which you don't know how it's going to go, but hopefully it goes well, and tonight with Smart Guys, my wrestling commentary show, and this is my final commentary show before WrestleMania, the hope is that everything's gonna go well. And by the way, you wanna know the truth? By the way, my hair's sticking up again. I cannot get it to stay down.
Who fucking cares?
It's right there. It just won't stop sticking up no matter what I do. And I've tried brushing it and everything. It just sticks up, whatever. So, I was dead on correct with my assessment last week. For those who don't know, last week on Smart Guys, the guest host was Cypress TV. And we were having this discussion, all right, about what's gonna happen between now and WrestleMania. Because really, the whole Cody Rhodes, John Cena plotline has been set up. There's really nothing more to say about it. And then Cypress was like, yeah, and the rumor is, that's it. John Cena will not even be on TV until WrestleMania, so there's nothing left to do. And we were like, I wonder if they're just going to roll recaps. Yes, that's exactly what they did this week. They just rolled recaps, so neither Cody Rhodes nor Cena were at any of the shows this week, which is very disappointing, obviously, for the crowds. They were like, this sucks, right? What they focused on this week was the triple threat between Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk, and there was a ton of build-up for that, but that was resolved this week. So now, there's really nothing to do next week.
What do you mean it was fucking resolved? No, it's fucking no. It's not even fucking close to being fucking resolved. It's got an extra fucking layer of complication to it.
I actually think I picked the best week to not do a wrestling commentary show. Next week, I'm not doing one for the record, because it seems to me like there's nothing happening. Like, it's just going to be like a filler crap week right before WrestleMania, which is really silly, but that seems like what they're doing. So anyway, tonight on Smart Guys, I will be talking about all this in detail, the final developments, which involves favor and all of that, and new matches that have been set up. So now the WrestleMania card is finally like being laid out what it's going to be. And, you know, can finally kind of give my opinions on all of that tonight on the show. So if you haven't seen it, or if you didn't know about it, it's tonight, 7 p.m. Pacific time on the DSP Reacts channel, which is at DSP Reacts, okay? Or also right here on my Kick channel, if you're watching live on Kick, it's on both, okay?
Who
so I hope that you guys are
cares?
joining for that. And it should be a good show. Now, I have my third and final co-host tonight, and, you know, fingers crossed, everything goes according to plan with that. It's actually going to be a really interesting one, all right? But I'm hoping everything goes according to plan. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, we'll see. We'll find out by tonight. But
Who
either way,
fucking
Smart Guys will be a
cares?
good show tonight. The final build-up before WrestleMania. By the way, I have the new box of WWE trading cards to unpack if we hit the support goal of $100. So we'll see, okay, on the late stream. Tomorrow, finally, it'll be time for Minecraft, because you guys have wanted Minecraft now back in the rotation. You've asked for it with the Minecraft movie making insane amounts of money this week. Everyone's been talking about Minecraft, you know, and I did the Minecraft Lego set on my birthday on Sunday, but we never got around to playing the game. So tomorrow, on the day stream, will be Minecraft for the first time in many, many years, all right? It's going to be, I think it's the Bedrock version, because I have the codes from doing the Minecraft meals last week. So I have these codes, but I also have the codes for the other things too. Like, I've gotten all of the codes for the McDonald's items in Minecraft, and I think you have to do the Bedrock version in order to get those in there. So I think that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. Start over, a new Minecraft world, mess around, hang out, enjoy each other's company, see how it goes.
Oh shit, he said birthday. He said birthday, you're right, he said birthday. Burger. My bad. You're right, he said birthday. He just talked about it, I mentioned birthday. That's a free space. Bastard. Yeah. Phil's still mentioning his birthday. He can't get away from talking about his fucking birthday, even though it's fucking been days since his fucking birthday. So yeah. Jesus Christ. That is our 6th free space for bingo. Yeah, I think that is free space number 6. because we're still doing the whole thing where if Phil says birthday, we get a free space, because why the fuck not? We are changing the centre square tomorrow, though. We did a new fucking centre square. So yeah, it's going to be something fucking different tomorrow. But yeah, that is our 6th free space of the game.
Absolutely gonna need your help to figure that out, because I don't remember Minecraft, right? It's been like over 4 years. I think we stopped playing it in like the summer of 2020. So it's gonna need, I'm gonna need some guidance on how to play and how to remember to do stuff. And it should be a fun time and a chill time tomorrow, okay? Very nice. And then tomorrow night is Friday Night Fights, and I've confirmed I will be playing retro fighting games again with my friends from the back in the day. We're gonna have some Marvel 2 and probably some Third Strike, maybe some Super Turbo, we'll see. But we're gonna play the oldies tomorrow night. Last week I played Street Fighter 6, and all it really did was create rage, and people didn't even like it. If you remember Street Fighter 6, people were complaining the game sucks, and very low engagement, low support. People were actually liking it a lot better when I was playing the old game, so we're gonna do that tomorrow night.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Okay? Cool. Very nice. All right, guys. So let's take a look. Let's get some support rolling for the show today. Our first contribution today is a $5 tip from Flatman B, who says, "Hey everyone, have a great day. Jesus bless you all, and positive vibes to all." Thank you, Flatman, for our first contribution of the day.
It's a fucking copy and paste job. I fucking swear it's the same fucking contribution message every single fucking day from Denthead B.
Appreciate that. Very good.
I wouldn't call Flatman B the new 1 minute man. For a start, you only fucking gives him like fucking $2 or $5 a day, so nah, it's not quite fucking 1 minute man levels.
So, like I said, I'm playing Blueprints today per your request. Let's hope it's good. Let's hope it resonates with the audience. Let's hope it turns into a great playthrough. And let's get some support, shall we? Who's gonna be the first super chatter today, right? Who's gonna be the first member? Who's gonna gift a sub over on Kick, right? Let's do it. Let's
Who
get
fucking cares?
our first contributions of each type today and go from there. All right, cool. Now, outside of everything I just talked about, the only other thing that I really have to talk about as an update, a follow-up from yesterday, would be my new Logitech headphones, which I unboxed yesterday live on the show.
Run, Prophet, run for your life.
I told you I was gonna test them during Call of Duty, correct? Fair enough.
Oh, he stood up. That's good for us.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
So how did that go? Well, I'll tell you. These are the Logitech Pro X2 wireless headphones. All right. They work with PC. I believe if you mess around with them, there's a way to make them work with other formats as well, but I think they're primarily meant for PC. Okay. So I played them with Call of Duty last night, and when I plugged in the adapter to the USB port on my computer, it basically prompted, hey, you're gonna want to use the G-Hub software, which is the software that basically has all the drivers and things for Logitech devices. So I booted up the G-Hub software, did a firmware update, and when it did, it put all of this proprietary software into the actual computer to give me surround sound and stuff no matter what I'm doing. Now that's different because when I was using the Corsair headphones, it just didn't have that and defaulted to whatever the Windows stuff is. I think it's called Windows Spatial Sound. But here I'm actually using Logitech's programming and drivers.
Who
They have their own
fucking
proprietary
cares?
stuff. And I tested it, and it was 7.1 surround. I was like, holy crap, that's really cool. But the problem is, my setup doesn't really allow for that. Allow me to explain. I'm not playing Call of Duty on the same PC that I'm using these headphones on. Why? Because if I did, I wouldn't be able to give you guys audio. What do I mean? Well, think about it. PCs only do audio out through one source. At a time, I should say, right? So if I plug those headphones into my gaming PC, I would actually have 7.1 surround sound playing Call of Duty. The problem is, you guys would have silence. You wouldn't hear the game. Now, if there is a workaround for that someone is aware of, I'm all ears. I would love to have true surround sound when I play Call of Duty by plugging these headphones into that PC. But to my knowledge...
Prophet, you said you're going to escape this because it's such a horrible segment. You're still here, and he's... Prophet, what are you doing to yourself? You're going to give yourself a fucking aneurysm if you fucking stay and watch Phil say this again, pal. I'm just saying, like, well, I'm trying to look out for you and your best interests here. I can only imagine that fucking Prophet's fucking head looks like some sort of fucking tomato right now, going red with fucking furious anger in his big ass bald way. You know, you just do yourself a favour, Prophet. You have like fucking, have a calming wank or something, you know what I mean? Just to fucking chill and detox from Phil and his fucking bullshit technological babble. It's not worth the suffering. It's really not worth the suffering for you, Prophet. We have 4 squares left. Yeah, we have 6 free spaces currently, as things stand, which means we're 4 away from a full house. We're doing very well today, yeah. And remember, 50 likes is another free space, and we're close to 50 likes. So yeah, we're doing quite well. Well, yeah, Prophet, but according to Phil's explanation, He's doing that so the audience can hear the gameplay. Make of that what you will, but apparently that's the only way the audience can fucking hear the gameplay. Bizarre, isn't it? It's almost like he's fucking doing something wrong.
You can't do that. Alright? So what I need to do instead...
I'm going to rewind that just to get a full context of what you can't do.
...would have silence. Because if I did, I wouldn't be able to give you guys audio. What do I mean? Well, think about it. PCs only do audio out through one source. At a time, I should say. Right? So if I plug those headphones into my gaming PC, I would actually have 7.1 surround sound playing Call of Duty. The problem is, you guys would have silence. You wouldn't hear the game. Now, if there is a workaround for that someone is aware of, I'm all ears. I would love to have true surround sound when I play Call of Duty by plugging these headphones into that PC. But to my knowledge, you can't do that. All right?
Well, you don't have any fucking knowledge.
So what I need to do instead is I need to plug these headphones into my streaming and gaming PC. Okay? So I'm getting the audio from the gaming PC into the streaming PC. That's what you hear. And then that audio gets converted through this Logitech software to pseudo surround sound. So it does have a surround sound effect, but it's not necessarily great. So what I can tell you is, all right, basically the audio fidelity of these headphones is actually much better than what I had in the Corsair headphones. Very deep bass, big explosions, like when grenades were going off, certain guns, it was like giant explosions on the battlefield. All right, so in that regard, it was sounding great. I was like, wow, blown away by how well it sounded. But as for the surround sound effect, it wasn't great. I do wish that it had better surround sound. It was just okay. I'm curious if I use Windows Spatial Sound, which is what I was using with the Corsair headphones, instead of the Logitech proprietary drivers, if it would actually sound better or worse. I'm not sure. All right. So for what it is, if you're not going to get the true surround because you're not gaming on the same PC that this is plugged in, they're just okay. All right. But if anyone has any clue of how I could get these to sync with my gaming PC, and I could get the true 7.1 surround playing Call of Duty, but then the audio would also come out of the gaming PC and go into the streaming PC via a dual audio out, and then you guys could get audio too. I would love to figure that out, but I don't know how to do that. All right. I tried it, like I had headphones, I tried.
Well, why won't Darziak help you? I forgot Darziak fucking bailed, didn't he? Phil's resident fucking tech expert, man, he just fucked off from the fucking, from the DSP universe.
Plug them in there, it would just default headphone audio out, and it wouldn't allow me to do two at once. Okay? 6 Hybrid says download voice meter to output audio to two devices and still have 7.1. I don't know what the voice meter is. What is that, an app or something for PC?
Fucking Google it, you fucking dick. Do the fucking. You've got a computer right fucking there. Google the fucking thing. Search it right there. Hold your stream chat audience hostage, Phil. While you search your shit.
See?
Oh fuck. Oh, for God's sake.
Ghost of Derich tipped £1. I agree with Jad, have a common wanker profit. Just remember to have a teddy bear on standby to put your load in.
No. Just fucking no. Thanks, Derek. You creepy bastard. No. Just no. Oh, that poor fucking Teddy. I'm getting GTA 5 fucking vibes from that, you know? Fucking Mr. Raspberry Jam. The sacrifice he fucking made to fucking keep Trevor happy.
Put audio to two devices and still have 7.1. I don't know what the voice meter is. What is that, an app or something for PC? So I would love to get some support there if you guys know, because I mean, I spent a lot of money on these, over $200. It would be great.
No one told you to. No one told you to spend that much money on these. Your own impulse buying was of your own fucking doing. Maybe you fucking do some research yourself and fucking Google this shit to try and fucking learn for yourself how to fucking get around this. Multiple big content creators have dual, PC setups and don't have this issue because they know what they're fucking doing. They fucking done their fucking research and due diligence. Phil, this is your job. This is your livelihood. This is your responsibility to attempt to fucking understand how to fucking have these things work out for you. It's almost like you fucking don't care about being a content creator or a streamer.
Great if I can get my 7.1 surround playing Call of Duty. Outside of that, they sound good. So I feel like tonight when I'm doing Smart Guys and I'm using this to hear my co-host, they should be good, They're comfortable too, they're lighter than the Corsairs were. And as you can see, no microphone by default. So I don't have a stupid mic jutting out in front of my face or whatever. They're pretty good, but we'll see as time moves on. The one thing that I didn't like, because the ear cups are this fake plastic pleather material, when I was done gaming, they were all greasy and gross. So I had to go get a towel and cleaner and clean it off.
That's because you're greasy and fucking gross. I wouldn't blame the fucking headphones for that. I blame you being a fucking toxic, greasy piece of shit.
If you don't do that, you could build up bacteria and all kinds of gross stuff in your headphones. So every time I use these, I'm gonna have to go wipe them down. Now there is a second set of ear cups that this came with that are foam, and that's great because they usually don't do that. The problem with that is they don't really do the noise isolation very well. So it's like better noise isolation, but greasy mess, or no greasy mess, but you can hear everything in your room. It's kind of a trade-off, right? So overall, so far, I liked my first experience with them, but I'm wondering if there's a workaround to figure out how to get true surround sound out of my gaming PC with them.
Who fucking cares?
So okay.
And he's fucked off again. Hooray for that. 4 away from a full house, guys, or 4 away from freedom. And remember, 50 likes is another free space. So, hint, hint, like the stream.
All right. Shout out to Chills. Chills did a $5 super chat. Thank you to Chills. Let's get that on the leaderboard. 6 Hybrid says Voice Meter is a virtual audio mixer. It supports multiple inputs and outputs and 7.1 audio. I wonder if it works in conjunction with the Logitech software, because you need the Logitech software to actually get 7.1 audio out of those. And I'm legit wondering.
Who fucking cares?
I guess you don't know till you mess around with it, right?
You should fucking probably mess around with info off stream, preferably.
Chels, thank you for the $5 super chat. Appreciate that. Game Boy, how are you doing today? Good to see you. All right, so guys, I have covered all the topics that I want to cover. All right, FYI, in the next several days, today we've got Blueprints and Smart Guys. Tomorrow, we've got Minecraft returning and Friday Night Fights of classic fighting games. I'm off on Saturday. Sunday, we have more Adam Fall and I believe Pirate Yakuza. It's either that or, hold on, because I'm trying to remember the dates that I'm doing Disco Elysium. No, we're going to do Adam Fall and Disco Elysium on Sunday. And then Monday, we're going to do more Blueprints and Pirate Yakuza Endgame as we try to push to finish the game. And that's as far as the schedule goes for now.
Do you think Phil still hasn't got like separate audio sources in OBS for the fucking things he does on there? Like so OBS had a thing that they introduced like fucking like within the last like year, or at least whatever, you know what I mean? You can have separate audio sources. Instead of it just being fucking desktop audio, where like, you know, you'd fucking hear everything that fucking happens to your desktop, where it's, you know, everything at the same time, so you'd hear Chrome, but you'd also fucking hear things like something being disconnected and reconnected or whatever. In fact, I'm convinced that Phil still hasn't got his audio set up properly. Because we actually do hear, when Phil's fucking things disconnect and reconnect, you actually fucking hear it on his stream. Which means that he has not got separate audio sources in OBS for every individual thing. He hasn't got a separate audio source for Google Chrome, or for the fucking console, or whatever, you know what I mean? I have separate audio sources, you know? I've got one for the fucking bingo board itself, you know, when you hear the burgers or whatever. I've got a separate audio source for Windows Media Player. Got a separate audio source for the Stream Deck, you know? But Phil, I think just fucking still just has every single bit of audio go through one source in OBS, which is just the desktop audio, which is the fucking default one. So yeah, this is just another example of Phil Burnell not fucking bothering his arse to understand and learn his craft. He still doesn't know how to mouse zoom yet. Oh, for God's sake. The amount of shit Phil doesn't know is... You could fill a fucking library 10 times over the fucking amount of shit Phil doesn't know in relation to him fucking meant to be doing his job.
I will update it over the week. FYI, next week is a 5-day streaming week for me. I am taking an extra day off to spend some time with my wife next week. So FYI, 5 straight days of streaming starting on Sunday.
But what day are you taking off, Phil? Because I think I might not be here on Thursday next week.
Okay? Cool. What's up, King Michael? How are you over on Kick? How's it going? Very nice. Okay. All right, guys. Well...
Another beg or straight to Q&A?
Why did you put Most Tasteless in a timeout? He was just repeating some song lyrics. You didn't have to do that. Can we untime out Most Tasteless? I don't know if we can, but I don't want him to be timed out, but I don't know if there's a way to untime him out. I think that might have been a mistake because he didn't do anything wrong. Well, whatever moderator did that, if you could fix that, I would appreciate it. Because I didn't think he did anything. Okay. Excuse me. All right, so... You did what? Why did he say that? I don't know why he said that. Most Tasteless, what are you doing? Why are you saying that in the chat? Anyway. Alright, guys. Well, that's what I had to talk about.
Most Tasteless has probably been banned. Let's confirm that, shall we? Let's refresh the fucking page. Well, they were timed out. No, they weren't banned, they were timed out. So they're not on this list of bans. What are the newest fucking names anyway? We had quite a few. So Resurgence Gone Like Bunny was the last one we fucking saw from earlier on. Zigaman 730, Snort Career 2025, Birdman 220, 220, Hutch Empty Real Sad.
What is up, everyone? Hello, hello, and
Oh, was it a YouTube thing? Oh, right, is that why? I don't know. I thought it's not fucking kick, but who fucking knows? Anyway, let's crack on and go. Long story short, it's not safe to talk in Phil's chat with your own independent thought because you get banned if you don't fucking repeat the fucking mantra of the cult of Phil Burnell.
Talk about today. So we have some extra time to chat if you so choose. All right, let's see. What do you guys want to talk about? Tag me in chat. Let's do a little bit of Q&A back and forth. See what topics are hot today that you guys want to discuss. But outside of that, if we need to end the show early, we end the show early. And then we'll get into blueprints early.
Apparently, the podcast does actually end early. We're behind Phil by about 32 minutes. But apparently he just ended the podcast there. So, well, is that really early though? Like, Phil ends the podcast in 35 minutes time. We have 30 minutes to get 4 spaces.
Earlier, all right? NJZ says, didn't you say you got bonus chicken wings yesterday with Little Caesars? We did. It was a container about this big, so not huge. And I think it had maybe like 6 or 7 chicken wings. But when I say chicken wings, it was the little mini drumsticks. And we had chosen the barbecue flavor. So my wife said she had one. Didn't really like it.
Yeah, right. She had one bucket.
She was like, the barbecue sauce wasn't bad. But the moment she bit into the wing, she's like, you could tell this was like frozen, dried out chicken meat. It wasn't a fresh wing, a fresh piece of chicken. And it just didn't have good flavor in the meat. Like, the sauce was okay, but the meat was not good. So she just ate, she had like a bite of one and was like, I don't want it. And I was full after dinner. I was completely full. So I didn't have any. So I don't know, and she didn't like them, so maybe that's why they're free. I don't know. Oh, but then I already explained. He says, how's the weather? Today it's going to be in the 60s outside, but there's a chance of sun and there's a chance it'll be cloudy. It's like that partly cloudy deal. If it's sunny, that means it's going to get very hot in here. It'll probably end up being like 80, 85 degrees in here. So that's why I wore light clothes today. There's a chance it won't be. But the other thing is that my neighbors are doing renovations and they have a guy doing work in their driveway where they're like cutting wood and stuff. And since that's been happening on and off, if they end up doing it too much, I'm going to have to close my window, in which case it's going to get very hot and stuffy in here. So again, it's another reason why I'm wearing summertime clothes today. Fed Roger, who gives a shit about that? He goes, Naughty Dog announced The Last of Us Complete. It's Last of Us Remastered 1 and 2 together. So I would just think about this. They come out with The Last of Us 1. Then within a year, they resell Last of Us 1.
Phil right after saying who cares about that, suddenly seems to start caring.
Us Remastered 1 and 2 together. So I would just think about this. They come out with The Last of Us 1. Then within a year, they resell Last of Us 1 again as PS4 upgrade, right? Then they resell it again as a PS5 upgrade, and it's literally the same as the PS4 game. It's no difference. It's exactly the same. Okay? So then they do Last of Us 2, and then within just a few years of Last of Us 2, they release Last of Us 2 Remastered or whatever it is. And again, it's literally exactly the same as the original game, except they added in a tiny bit of...
Oh my dog, what's up?
Thank you very much to Cal Denson for the super chat, who just couldn't help himself and said, so cat likes her meat. Well done. Probably on the darker side, I'd say. She probably prefers it on the darker side, I'd imagine.
Remastered or whatever it is. And again, it's literally exactly the same as the original game, except they added in a tiny bit of new content. All right? So you got people who bought Last of Us 1 3 times, and people who bought Last of Us 2 twice. Now, Naughty Dog says, well, we're going to release them...
Fuck off.
Now we know Naughty Dog says, thank you very much to Brian A for popping their 18-month bingo bad membership message for 18 months and says, reminder that this thing is sometimes available by clicking on the $sign. Yeah, that's a good way to get free spaces. Yeah, if you're a member and you click on the $sign, you have a chance essentially of popping your bingo Barry membership message. And remember, for every 5 members we get, even for new or renew members or whatever, every time for 5 of these we get a free space. So yeah, good stuff indeed. So yeah, 4 more of those we got another free space. Good stuff, excellent. Remember, we're 4 away currently from a full house. But yeah, Brian A, stop begging. He just wants his suffering to end. It's an easy way to end the suffering. That and liking the stream.
1 3 times, and people who bought Last of Us 2 twice. Now, Naughty Dog says, well, we're going to release them again. They're exactly the same, again, but now we're going to sell them in a package together. We sold them piecemeal separately first, but now we're going to sell them together for $110. All right? If you're stupid enough to buy The Last of Us a 4th time, I don't think that anyone can help you.
Oh, you bought Street Fighter 6 3 separate times for $100 each on 3 separate platforms. What does that say about your intelligence levels?
You'll just be dumb for the rest of your life. Now, if you've never played The Last of Us 1 and 2 before, this is probably a good value to get the best, latest editions of the games together in one collection. That is a incredibly, insanely small percentile of gamers. Most gamers who are interested in Last of Us have played it by now. So
I've never fucking played it. I mean, I'm still, I mean, I'm not much of a gamer these days. I know of the game, I know what happens in the fucking game, I've seen the story and all that shit. Never touched the game, no. I've never played it whatsoever.
I mean, let's be honest here. Naughty Dog has not done anything since Last of Us 2. Not a single thing. We know they are working on this other game, but they've done nothing in 5 years. They've just re-released the same games over and over for repeated profits because people are dumb enough to keep paying the money for the same games. So,
I mean, if there's a fucking demand for it, if there's an audience to fucking buy it, then why not cater to that audience? It's like GTA Online. Much criticised, much chastised, Rockstar are fucking, you know, complained about because of it, but still, there's a market there for it, there's an audience there for it to spend money on GTA Online. It was successful not because of Rockstar fucking forcing it, but because the audience fucking demanded more. And so Rockstar fucking listened to the audience and gave them what they wanted in GTA Online. Does it suck that we didn't get some certain fucking things, like, you know, single player DLC for GTA 5, and Billy 2 was apparently shelved as well? That sucks. That definitely fucking sucks. But at the end of the fucking day though, Rockstar fucking listened to what the fucking audience fucking wanted at that fucking time. GTA Online is a fucking hot ticket for them, whatever, and it's sold well. I mean, it's I don't know, it's just, yeah. But Phil's gonna bitch and whine and moan though, because that's just fucking what he does. He's a fucking cunt.
you know, I guess keep milking the stupid. What else is it? I mean, that's exactly what they're doing. Hey, we'll just milk them a fourth, fifth time because they keep giving us money, you know? I mean, then again, how many people bought Mario Kart and then bought Mario Kart and then bought the DLC for Mario Kart and kept spending money on Mario Kart, the same one, for like a decade?
I mean, you may as well just keep milking the stupid. After all, how many fucking people have given Phil $150 per stream just to fucking watch him eat fast food and complain about the fucking fast food? I mean, you may as well just fucking keep milking the stupid, Phil. Just keep milking the stupid. Keep milking Flatman B. Keep milking OIC. Keep milking all these other fucking idiots.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you, Extra Card Edson, for a super chat who simply says, I blame Nintendo if GTA 6 becomes $100. There has been rumours that it's going to fucking happen, but it might. Ultimately, it's going to fucking depend on a few fucking things. First of all, of course, it's going to depend on politics, essentially, you know what I mean? How much it's going to... Will tariffs and the political sort of things make games more expensive than they should be? But it's one of those things as well. Games have just... I mean, games just get more and more expensive as time goes on. That's just the fucking nature of the beast. Like, when we were younger, games weren't as expensive. A brand new game, a AAA title game on the fucking, like, PlayStation or whatever, would be like, what, 30 quid, 40 quid? Like, I mean, it wasn't unusual for a brand new game to be $29.99 in the shops in the UK. Also, I think the kind of normal price was like more like, you know, 40 or, you know, 30, you know, $39.99 or $44.99, you know, that kind of price, whatever, you know what I mean? But yeah, it wasn't unusual. But for these, you know, amazing games you're getting for your, you know, it's like 30 odd quid or 40 odd quid. You know, obviously as time goes on, games are getting a lot more fucking pricier, you know what I mean? It's a fucking bastard, it really is. And it's hard to really justify dropping a huge amount of money on a game. You know, it's like, it's just, yeah. I don't know if I'd be comfortable dropping $100 on GTA 6 without trying the game first, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I'd want to do that, you know? I don't think I'd be trial run first, you know? Mario Kart's $100 in Europe. Is that a brand new Mario Kart is coming out for the Nintendo, the new Switch too? I mean, that's quite a lot of money as well. It's a lot of fucking money. I don't know. The physical edition apparently is $100, right? I've seen it. It's just, Jesus, man. I mean, Mario Kart is obviously a blast to fucking play. Like, it's something that the formula, like, the formula just seems to always work for Nintendo, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, you got the same kind of cast, whatever, you got the kind of cool courses, whatever, you know, it's the same kind of power-ups, whatever. But as long as you've fucking got, you know, a group of people who fucking play it with on a regular basis, then people are going to have a good time playing it.
So it's not like Nintendo's not guilty of it, right? Is it the same thing over and over? If consumers are that gullible, then I guess you keep taking advantage. That's what they seem to be doing. Hello? Pecker, how are you? What a nice name, Pecker. All right. What do I think killed Killer Instinct? Oh, that's a very simple answer. Okay. So Killer Instinct in the 1990s was a game franchise that was very promising. Okay. At a time when all fighting games were 2D, Killer Instinct added a 3D rotating camera aspect to the 2D combat and had very high quality 3D models that were scanned to be in a 2D plane.
Oh, fantastic. Who fucking cares? We have 50 likes, by the way, guys. That's not a free space. We are 3 away from a full house on the bingo board. We just need 3 more things to happen. Or said, or done, or whatever, yeah. But yeah, we're very close.
It had better graphics than most fighting games at the time, and it had a crazy soundtrack and high combos, like insane hit combos, all right? Very flashy, very exciting, and it was supposed to be a launch title for the Ultra 64. But the Ultra 64 never existed. The Ultra 64 changed twice and ended up eventually being the Nintendo 64. And by the time the Nintendo 64 came out, Killer Instinct 2 was already out in arcades, and the Nintendo 64 couldn't handle the actual graphics of Killer Instinct 1 or 2 because it wasn't powerful enough. So by the time Killer Instinct got a home port on Nintendo console, it was underpowered, and Nintendo consoles weren't a good place for fighting games. There weren't good controllers for it. You wouldn't want to hold a tournament on it. So because of that, it basically died. There was never a Killer Instinct 3. They didn't even care to do another one. Now, many, many years later, remember at the launch of the Xbox One, Killer Instinct was planned to be a console exclusive because Microsoft at that point owned Rare, the company that made Killer Instinct. And they thought, this is great. This is going to be absolutely a big win for us. We're going to have an exclusive fighting game on the Xbox One. It's going to have a new reason why people would want this console over the fact that, you know, Xbox 360 was so dominant last console gen. Now we're going to have an exclusive fighting game that looks good, plays good. And the truth is, Killer Instinct was a game that looked good and played good when it came out. For sure, it actually looked better than the other industry standard games. It looked better than Street Fighter, okay? But the problem was very simple. It was an Xbox One exclusive at a time when Microsoft completely botched the launch of the Xbox One. You had Don Matrick going out there saying, hey, if you need to trade games, if you want to share games, if you have a bad internet connection, we have a console for you. It's called the Xbox 360. So by him being a cocky, full of himself elitist prick, basically saying that the Xbox One is only for an elite group who are okay without having game sharing, without trading in games, without, you need an internet connection, he buried his own console. Okay? So what ended up happening was, even though they backpedaled on most of those features, no one knew about it. The launch of Xbox One was a ginormous flop, especially with the fact that it needed the Kinect bundled with it. And even though Killer Instinct was a fine fighting game, I remember playing it and being like, wow, it looks great, plays good online. No one bought the Xbox One. So within...
Oh, Phil said, wow, we're 2 away from a full house.
Burger.
Wow.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
Wow.
A couple months of that game being out, the player base went from here to here to here to
He
here.
just bumped his motherfucking microphone there.
A couple months of that game being out, the player base went from here to here.
Yeah, that was definitely a microphone bump.
Burger.
1 more to go, guys. 1 more to go, and we've won bingo.
Here to here to here. Fewer players means fewer good connections, means the more you play, the more lag, and just for a fighting game, it just wasn't sufficient. Within 6 to 8 months that, it was falling off. Now, there always was a dedicated group of people who liked Killer Instinct who played it, but it never hit mainstream popularity. And by the way, they never ported it to PC or PlayStation, so it only ever had that very small installed gamer base on Xbox One, and it never had a chance to really shine. If they were to make another Killer Instinct today that had the same game mechanics, played similarly to that one, and it was cross-platform, I predict it would do a lot better today. But the choice to make it a console exclusive essentially killed it. There you go.
Who fucking cares?
Guys, come on. Let's get some support.
Hooray! Beg some more. Let's make carries over the finish line.
There you go. Okay. Guys, come on. Let's get some support. So far, we got 1 tip and 1 super chat. Let's get more than that. All right, before we start with blueprints today. Let's get a membership. Let's get a sub. Let's get someone to...
I know I'm like 30 minutes behind live DSP, 35 minutes live, but still. It still fucking makes me fucking... Like, it's weird. The support I've got in Bingo has been far better than the support Phil's got on his own shitey fucking stream. And yet, he's like... His channel is so much fucking bigger than like most detractor channels combined, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? Like, the biggest detractor channel out there right now is like, that being said, one and Duty as well, probably. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. And Phil's like, I've only had 2 contributions, come on, why? Fuck off. You get what you fucking deserve, Phil. Although he'll probably get whaled out by an anonymous source later on, but still, it's just fucking hilarious to me that... Oh, hell. Like, it should always fucking be that people fucking will support... If people want to fucking give money towards a content creator, it's like they shouldn't have to fucking be told to fucking do it. It should be a fucking organic fucking thing. If they feel compelled to fucking do it, they'll do it because they want to fucking do it. Like, they shouldn't be fucking guilt tripped into the fucking thing, for fuck's sake. Look at Steve fucking using big words in the fucking chat. Reticent. Fuck me, man. That's a fucking college or wherever I fucking saw one. Sorry, doesn't want to. Sorry, Steve doesn't want to fucking fill in the DSP coloring book. You know, he doesn't want to ruin it. We must preserve it and all it's fucking gorgeous. This is why you buy 2 copies, Steve. You buy one to fucking fill in and one to use to preserve. You should have bought 2 of them, for fuck's sake. Dafty. That's a college. Most big words are college words to Scots, especially if I fucking got more than like fucking like 3 syllables. Even the word syllable is a fucking college word to Scottish people.
The top, the 1 tip, and the 1 super chat, which are both at $5. You can do $5.01 and you'll make it on the leaderboard. Okay. Usagi Jojo says, do you remember it only had 1 character playable? You had to buy the rest and had a teeny tiny roster at the beginning. No, but it's starting to ring a bell. I think you're right. Isn't that correct that they were trying a free-to-play model almost where, you know, you would get a starter character? No, I remember. So it was either that, it was free-to-play, but you only got 1 character and you had to play the crap out of the game to earn the others, or you could buy it. And most people who wanted it just bought it. They weren't going to sit there and grind endlessly to get the characters. They just bought the game. I did too, right? I remember I bought it.
And then also a side salad, which was like
What do I think the Switch 2 price will be after the tariffs? Well, considering the fact that it sounds...
Oh, we've won. He mentioned tariffs. That's political.
Burger.
That's a victory. We've won. I said tariffs are political. That's a political fucking thing. He's brought up, he's mentioned fucking... We've won, yeah. So here we go. We got to fucking pick up all the fucking free squares now.
Burger. 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 Burger.
Full house. Oh boy, how exciting. Anyway.
Boom the fucking yard, they were fucking victorious, and that brings us over the $200 fucking dollar mark for bingo prize one. We're at 205. Damien Aston says, I won, my wish came true. Technically, you never picked the fucking bingo card, remember? I know it's your fucking birthday and all that jazz, you know, and hooray for that and all that.
Old bastard!
But you said to randomise the bingo card, you know, so I don't know if you can really claim credit for the fucking victory. Although, as it is your birthday, I will say well done to you. Well done, Damien. And Phil is still away in his break, apparently, in between fucking ending the podcast and, you know, starting gameplay. Still nowhere to be seen. Let's go to live, actually. Let's go to live. He's at $16. Oh, wow. This is a very slow stream for him. This is a very, very slow stream for him. Cam Dutchman says, imagine getting to pick the bingo card for your birthday. Well, how about you have... See, you gotta bear something in mind, Dutchman. I don't know. Like, I don't ask for evidence if it's people's fucking birthday. Like, I think, you know, you could fucking say probably that it's your birthday next week, and I would probably believe you, because I don't fucking... It's hard for me to keep track, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a calendar marking down everyone's fucking birthdays and all that jazz. It was your birthday a few days ago and you put you on... Well, no, I mean, I wouldn't intentionally fucking ignore it. No, but this, you picked tomorrow's one. That fair, you picked tomorrow's one. And then I wouldn't intentionally fucking ignore that shit, for fuck's sake. No, look what we started. MRC's fucking birthday next in April. Call me Astro says it's their fucking birthday every fucking day. Oh, for God's sake. I don't know, man. Jesus Christ. Yeah, my memory's fucking terrible. my memory's fucking terrible when it comes to these fucking things and remembering if people have said these things or picked these things off. I don't know. But yeah, Phil is not having a great podcast so far. Is he back here or is he still away? He's still away. Man, he must be sending a lot of fucking messages to his fucking... he must be sending out the fucking whale call. A $16 podcast is not a good start. He needs a podcast, I know he does, to fucking get a lot of momentum going, you know? So... yeah, that's not going to be well. I'm kind of half tempted to fucking wait for him to fucking come back. Just to see how fucking desperate he gets. Wrestling Ranters says today's technically my unbirthday. Anything for that? Sure, I'll play this.
Old bastard!
There you fucking go. But yeah. Good stuff. The one great thing about Raw Phil is that he fucking mutes this shit. Like, he's muted Phil's stream, and he's got this nice little fucking smooth jazz going, you know? I feel like I'm in some sort of fucking little fancy wee fucking dive in Glasgow, just fucking sipping a fucking... I'm drinking an old fashioned, you know? Yeah, you ever hear that fucking cocktail, the old fashioned? I feel like I'm just sitting in some sort of fucking dive in like fucking Glasgow somewhere, you know, in a comfy fucking leather chair, drinking an old fashioned, just chilling, shooting the shit. Oh, goodness me. Bye, Phil's... Yeah, this is a bad start for him. And he's playing a brand new game as well, which might not do well for him, depending on how his audience fucking feel about the game. I mean, do you guys think that Phil's going to get some good money for playing this game? I've never heard of this game. Blueprints I've never fucking heard of. You know? I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys think Phil's going to get support he thinks he fucking deserves for playing this game? Or do you think it's not really a good streamer game? And just because a game's fucking popular and white hot whatever doesn't mean it's going to resonate well with a streaming audience, especially with Phil's streaming audience, with Phil fucking barely talking about anything or mentioning anything and just fucking waiting for people to give him money so he can interact with them. Damien says PWR has streaming and has a cam on. I can't redirect to PWR streams, I tried. You need to get special permission from him and his channel. He has to fucking allow his channel to allow SX streams. I can't just send you guys to PWR. I tried every day and it wouldn't let me. It sucks, but it is what it is. Nothing I can do. Bugged redirecting mechanics, dude. But yeah, Phil has been away for a long time. Has he been away for like fucking... Hold on, Phil's been away for like 20 minutes almost. He's been away for 15 plus minutes. 15 minutes he's been away. 15 entire minutes. I guess he's spent a bit of extra time just to remind Kat that, you know, it's the wedding anniversary, and he's probably going to ask her what kind of DoorDash she wants, what sort of sushi bowl she'd quite like, you know. A little bit of extra time just so he can spend it with the love of his fucking life. You know. Jesus, man. I'm determined. I mean, I want to see Phil come back and just I want to see the kind of begging it goes on. I have a feeling he's going to fucking have a super duper fucking hardcore beg when it turns because of how fucking slow that day stream was, the podcast was for him. But the problem is he seems to have fucking fallen and can't get up. Poor Phil. I'm gonna enjoy otters. Let's just enjoy some otters. Oh, why is it paused? Yeah, let's enjoy some otters while I wait for Phil. Much better. Wait, is that Phil back, or is that just it's still freaking Raw Phil? Raw Phil has his music. It's part of his music. I never realised Raw Phil had this particular music as part of this. For God's sake. He got me good, he got me good. Anyway. Let's just enjoy some otters and wait for Phil to come back. I mean, I'm maybe I'll end it soon or whatever, but I'm really curious if I can see this fucking begging that Phil's gonna have. I know he's gonna fucking beg super fucking hard after a $16 fucking podcast. The hints will be massively strong that day. By the way, I'm leaning towards Wings being on Phil's Smart Guys tonight. I don't know about you guys. I think it's gonna be fucking Wings. It should be Derek. It really should be fucking Derek that goes on Smart Guys tonight. But I think it'll be Wings. Like, Phil's never had a problem with Wings. Phil and Wings seems to kind of get on somewhat okay. So I think it's gonna be fucking Wings. Yeah, fucking chicken wings, yeah. You predicted Wings like 2 weeks ago. Stop stealing your idea. No. Not only am I going to fucking steal your idea, I'm going to fucking pretend it was mine all along. And there ain't a damn thing you can fucking do about it. So there. Chris Eisel says I've said it from day one.
Look that up. Let me grab my gamepad. I guess we'll test it.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gamepad control or just keyboard and mouse. Won't know till we turn it on, I guess. Okay?
Jesus, man. He's really done his due diligence, hasn't he? He's really fucking done his research here. Man, he was gone for almost 20 fucking minutes. And is he not going to, you know, apologise to his audience for being away for so fucking long?
Okay. Phew.
Remember, this is live DSP, which means we're not watching at 1.5 speed. This is normal fucking speed.
All right, we ready? Let's boot her up. Let's see how this works.
Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, Damien. PWR is now detracted because Phil called him one.
I gotta probably up the volume.
I'm not sure.
Call of Duty last night.
I'm not sure if that's good or not.
That's probably a little better. Let's see once the game actually fully boots here. Alrighty. Haley, I was taking a shit and spending time with my wife. So if you have an issue with that, I suggest that you get your own life.
Oh.
It's okay. After I started the stream at 11, I did a almost 2-hour podcast to take a break to use the bathroom and go for a quick walk with my wife. You know, pretty fucking stupid what you just said in chat. Okay.
I'm so glad I stayed. I'm so fucking glad I waited. I'm so glad. Oh, I'm so fucking glad. When Phil goes for a walk, he means walking between the bathroom and downstairs. That's his definition of a walk is going from the bathroom, from an office to bathroom to downstairs.
Let's check graphics.
Let's just imagine. Just can you fucking imagine?
I was at 1080 because my resolution should be set to. Oh wait.
Finish taking a monster shit. Hey, honey, I just took a monster fucking dump. Happy wedding anniversary, by the way. Let's get some sushi later. Love you, honey.
Oh no, I am. I'm at 4K. Never mind. I wanted to be sure. But I am at 4K, so I don't know why the game defaulted to 1080. That's weird. Try again. I don't know what they did that for. Wait, I have to watch this again?
You're such an impatient boy.
No, that's ridiculous. All I did was reboot the game. I gotta watch this again. How dare they?
Surprised I don't had a beg yet. I was really expecting a beg. Well, he's not recording yet, I think.
Okay. It did it again. That's really weird. This should be good. Alright, here we go. What is going on, everyone? Phil here, and welcome to a new playthrough.
He didn't beg. I was expecting a fucking real serious begment happening beforehand. Maybe he head back from his fucking one of his whales on that fucking bathroom break of his, and maybe one of them's promised to come by and make sure that Phil's a happy chappy. I guess I'll have to wait and see later on. But yeah, let's just wrap things up there. Phil's going to be playing this fucking game. He's only on $16. He's going to need $130 odd to just make the goal. All he has it, who fucking knows, who fucking cares. But yeah, I'm going to wrap things up there. Fantastic stuff indeed, guys. Thank you very much for joining me for some robust DSP Bingo antics for today. Hold on. Camera Dutchman's asking, what would Mrs. Jan do if you decided to stream on your wedding anniversary? Probably thank me for giving her peace and quiet. Nah, I don't know. Nah. I mean, usually, it depends as well. I mean, sometimes it's nice if I can do something on your wedding anniversary if you can. But the fact here's a fact. Okay, when it comes to Phil, Kat is off work today. She is not working. And Phil is a master of his own fucking schedule. He could fucking literally just say, guys, I'm not going to stream today after all. It is my wedding anniversary. I'm going to do something special with my wife because it's our special day together. Instead, he is prioritising streaming. He is prioritising fucking work. She's available on Like, she can fucking literally do anything with him right now because she's there in the house right now, just sitting there twiddling her fucking thumbs, wondering what is my fucking life and why did it come to this? Phil is a master of his own fucking schedule, and yet this is what he chooses to fucking do with his fucking life. This is how much fucking... It's incredible to me. You know, it's like, it's different. It's like, okay, so sometimes, for once or twice anyway, for me and my good lady's anniversary, if we're both working that day, we might do, we may have, you know, treat ourselves to a little something or whatever, but yeah, we may have some sort of bigger thing planned for like the weekend. We may have time, you know what I mean? Because it's kind of hard to really enjoy our anniversary, especially if you've been working all fucking day. You know, most of your fucking day, essentially, your waking day, you know, hours of the day, is taken up with fucking just like work, you know? So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do, I don't think I'll do bingo anyway, put it that way. I wouldn't be focused on fucking bingo if I was going to spend, you know, my anniversary with my good lady, you know what I mean? Because, yeah, that's what you do. You make time for the people you fucking love, for the special fucking moments of your fucking life. I guess Phil Bonnell didn't fucking learn that. He didn't read about that in a fucking comic book to fucking understand that and learn that shit, I don't know. And so, case in point, but Darth Dragon says, case in point, I took yesterday off because I didn't feel like to talking with a scratchy throat. Sometimes you just can't do it. Yeah, sometimes, I'll tell you what, it is difficult to fucking stream sometimes if you're not in the mood to stream. I've had a couple of days like that where sometimes I've not been able to do it. Like, sometimes I've had to cancel last second because I just wasn't feeling it. Like, I wasn't able to fucking do it. I hate fucking doing that, but sometimes you just can't fucking do it. Kyle Denson wants me to fucking send me a fucking spoon. Fucking look at me. Anyway, guys, let's wrap things up, okay? Let's just wrap things up, okay? Thank you very much, guys, for joining me with some robust DSP Bingo antics for today's stream. Well, as you can fucking tell, I had a very boring podcast. I had nothing to fucking talk about. And basically, he's ready to fucking... Oh, fuck.
Ghost of Derridge tipped £1. I wish I had a good lady. Do you prefer the children's playground as a place to look?
Derek? No. Oh, for God's sake, Derek. You know, the FBI is too good for you. No, not even Jesus can fucking save your ass. Fuck it. No, just... Fine, fuck it.
FBI, open up! Get the fuck out of here! Move this man!
My biggest fans are idiots.
Anyway, that's enough of that. Anyway, I'm gonna fuck off now, guys. Thank you very much for joining me with some robust bingo antics and all that jazz. Derek, you're a creepy bam. Don't fucking do that again. Honestly, it would be the ultimate fuck you from Phil if he actually fucking unbanned Derek and had him as a special guest today. It would be the ultimate middle finger to give, because Kino forced Phil to ban Derek, and even when Phil was doing it, he explained to his audience, I don't know why I got to do this. So it would be the ultimate fuck you to Kino. So yeah, who fucking knows? I'll have to wait and fucking see what happens, guys. It'd be fucking hilarious. I mean, it'd be fucking diabolical. If it is fucking Derek as a special guest, I will lose my fucking shit. Oh my god, I guess I'll have to fucking find out later on. But yeah, I will return tomorrow. Tomorrow, of course, being Friday. There shall be some Friday bingo, and there shall be some Friday marbles after bingo. So yeah, I've got that to look forward to. It should be a good fun time. So hopefully we can get a full house tomorrow as well to end off the week. And we can get some more bingo prize for money as well, of course, by completing these very challenging marble courses afterwards, of course. Remember, if you've not yet left a comment on that Q&A post to have your own marble, do it already before the end of the month. The sooner you fucking do it, the better. The more marbles we have, the more chances we have of having one marble complete these very challenging courses every Friday to try and add some more bingo prize fund money. So there we go. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up as I said, and I'm going to end how I always end by putting Notorious PIG contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. So until tomorrow, guys, I do hope you all enjoyed this Thursday, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
Alright. right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky. And you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money.
Free.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.